Tonight, we decide the best of the best in the Pacific Northwest. Live from the Kliever Armory in Portland, Oregon, this is the inaugural Cascadia Wrestling Cup. My name is Jordan Castle, joined by Cody Von Whistler. What a night of action we have in store, and we are kicking things off in style.
Wild on. Tonight, we're gonna get crazy, and we're starting things off with everybody's favorite homeboy. It's Chris Brady.
They say you never forget your first, and I think it is going to be an absolutely unforgettable night. 16 wrestlers from the Cascadia region coming together in glorious professional wrestling combat violence to determine the very pinnacle.
That's right, 16 amazing combatants from here in the Pacific Northwest, but out of the 16, to quote Highlander, there can be only one.
And I really can't think of any two better athletes to start us off. In many ways, the heart and soul of Prestige Wrestling. Two men who we actually saw teaming with one another back in our last Roseland 5, in Chris Brady and this man, the Cerulean Star, Jaden.
And once again, teaming up before, and they were successful in their Roseland matchup, but tonight, only one of these two combatants can advance. As always, EV delivering the perfect introduction.
Best of the best.
Best of the best. Even at the best ring announcers. Commentators, we're okay.
Yeah, we're, could be better.
We miss you, Brian.
But Cody, I think it's time, my friend. I think it's time.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Jaden, he's thinking about it.
Not the knees.
Superhero landing. Killer on the knees.
You know, if this were a popularity contest, I think Jaden would win in a landslide. One of the most beloved figures in the entire Prestige pantheon. Actually picked up a huge win last time we were in this very building for Make Your Own History against Nick Wayne, hoping to capture lightning in a bottle twice against former tag team partner and close friend in Chris Brady.
Hey, but like you mentioned, Jaden is a fan favorite, but even on Twitter, he mentioned that a lot of people are not talking about him when they're naming who they think is going to go on to win this tournament. They love Jaden, but I kind of feel like he's been an afterthought in a lot of people's thoughts and a lot of people's minds leading into the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
I mean, Jaden has made a career out of beating the underestimation, people having such low expectations, and him proving that he can not just exceed them, but that he can win a tournament like the Cascadia Cup, that he can beat someone like Chris Brady, who just picked up his first victory in Prestige in a big way, scoring a pinfall win in that trios match. No Ethan HD alongside them here tonight. No Filthy Animals 2K23 to be seen. Brady, Jaden, friendship and respect goes out the window in the first matchup of the first round of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Jaden wasting no time, moving quick.
And Cody, can you tell us a little bit about what the Cascadia region means to the Pacific Northwest and professional wrestling as a whole? What places does it cover, and what are the qualifications here?
Hey,
barring one notable exception, excuse me.
West Coast Canada, Washington, Oregon. We got some amazing talent here in the Pacific Northwest, in the Cascadia region, if you will.
And I will.
Oh, yes, you will. And for so long, many people have referred to the Pacific Northwest as a black hole of professional wrestling. But in the last 5 to 8 years, maybe, that has 100% changed. And tonight, we are putting the best that the Cascadia region has to offer on display for everyone watching.
And it bears noting that Prestige Wrestling is a huge part of that. Obviously, Prestige Wrestling has gone nationwide. Hold on, Chris Brady there landed on his feet. A little bit of style to his sizzle.
Brady ain't tripping just yet.
I'm not sure Jaden is feeling like one of his homeboys here, but as I was saying, Cody, oh, you're back suplex.
Oh.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Prestige wrestling a big part of that. Yes, no stranger to Los Angeles, no stranger to New Jersey, but home is here in Portland. Home is here in the Pacific Northwest. And thanks to roster members like Brady and Jaden, Prestige has been a big part of that renaissance.
Jaden sidestepping the dropkick attempt, looking for, I thought he was doing Mysore Cradle and a roll-up, but no. Brady had other plans, sending Jaden.
Nice leapfrog there from Brady, but Jaden sends him against the ropes. Springboard from Brady, deceptively agile. Hold on.
Ooh, that's a solid standoff right there, baby.
I think Jaden's known for the high-flying agility, but hey, Chris Brady showing that he can get down with the best of them, and the moves are second to none. Those hips don't lie, Cody. Oh!
Lay. Jaden into the ropes. Brady connecting with the drop kick this time around.
And Chris Brady is feeling it, man. Chris Brady's someone who you and I can both attest. The first few Prestige shows I worked here in the Pacific Northwest, Chris Brady came with no expectation. He came to help set up chairs, to help set up the ring, to be a helping hand in every way he could. He earned his spot here at Prestige Wrestling. He earned a foot in the door, but he has more than made enough out of it.
Right there, he just earned a foot to the head by Jaden.
Following up here, looking for an axe handle, but Brady from behind with a waistlock into a German suplex. Jaden just got folded like a house of pancakes special.
Rolling elbow to the face of Jaden, and Brady's not done.
Rolling DDT. Did you see that? Jaden spiked directly on his neck, Von Whistler. Like hooked. Only a 2.
A little goes a long way in these early pinfall attempts. You're going to not only get into your opponent's mind by maybe making them think that you're going to try and take this home early, but you're also going to force them to exhaust some energy by kicking out of said pinfall.
Of course, the winner of this matchup going on to face Travis Williams and Amira for part 2 of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup in the quarterfinals.
That's right.
The bracket is absolutely stacked to the brim. You mentioned here in Oregon, you mentioned Washington, you mentioned Canada.
Oh, here we go.
Jaden firing back with shots to the gut, and a clubbing blow to the back from Chris Brady levels him. These guys just going shot for shot here.
Swinging for the fences with those.
Jaden sends Brady into the turnbuckle. Ow, clubbing forearm levels him. Elbow to the back of the neck.
Oh, that combo was cut short, Jordan, or was it?
Nice stunner there from Jaden, and that's the thing, Cody. These guys have teamed before. They are friends outside the ring. They know each other so well. And I don't think Chris Brady knows much of anything after that tornado DDT. My goodness, the impact. Jaden capitalizes, hooking the leg. Only a 2.
Wow. I do not know how Chris Brady kicked out of that one. I thought it was over. That was a picture-perfect tornado DDT by the Rose City Savior.
But I think in many ways, the way that DDT landed with Chris Brady, the momentum literally taking him to his feet before flopping down on his face, that might have saved him. I think if he had fallen down directly, Jaden had gone for the pinfall seconds after the neck made contact with the mat, he might be victorious now. But
it might have been a different story, but this matchup continues as Jaden now has a submission applied in the middle of the ring.
An armbar of sorts here. Jaden, again, prone to going to the top, prone to that high-octane, high-flying offense, but not afraid to get down and dirty, not afraid to get pure and technical. You got to think we're going to see a lot of that later on tonight when Daniel Kame goes head-to-head with Artemis Spencer.
Jaden, what a roundhouse to the head. Brady still on his feet.
Finding that second wind with a huge super kick. Brady's on spaghetti legs right now, Cody.
Lights are on, but I do not know if anyone's home.
Chris Brady with a huge shot to Jaden. Oh, neck breaker, springboard style. And now, trying to transition into a suplex here.
Having a little trouble getting to his feet, but he gets him up.
Falcon arrow, but as you said, Cody, it took him a second to get to his feet, to muster Jaden up. He's not able to capitalize. That Falcon arrow took so much out of him.
And just like that, both combatants are down on the mat, reaching for the sky. They do not want to get eliminated. Both of them, if they don't get to their feet by the count of 10, we'll have a draw in the very first round. Yeah,
it will be a bye for either Travis Williams or Amira.
But thankfully, both combatants making their way up to their feet at the exact same moment. It is neck and neck here.
No free pass to the semis for anyone here tonight. Did you hear that, Cody?
Who didn't?
I think they heard it over in Vancouver.
Ouch.
You shot to the face from Jaden. Chris Brady saying, come on, superhero. The superhero more than happy to oblige.
Put some stank on that one. Brady returns the favor, and the Rose City Savior now is in the corner rethinking his life.
Chris Brady looking to take Jaden to the outside perhaps, but Jaden too quick for him. Again, these men know each other so well. Hell, the gear that Chris Brady is wearing here tonight is the same gear he debuted teaming with Jaden back at Wrestling 5. So much checkered history here.
Uh-oh, Jaden up in the corner. The trap has been set. Will Brady fall for it?
And indeed he does.
This is the moment Jaden's been looking for. A little springboard. And a cone.
This could be it. Shoulders down. No.
Code blue. Not enough. Even Jaden's surprised. He thought that was over.
Scarcely believe it. But this is the inexperience of Jaden. We forget because he's been a staple in prestige wrestling for so very long. Hold on. What is it? The shoulder. The gear's coming off, Cody. That can only mean one thing, and none of it is good for Chris Brady.
The gauntlets are down. It is business time. Brady even lowering his overalls a little bit here. Both combatants showing that they are still very much in this one, but
Brady
feeling
with a shot
the heat.
to the gut, shot to the face here. Repeated offense from Brady. Nothing pretty about it, but it is more than effective.
You can feel that connection all the way over here at the commentary table as Jaden gets the knee up to the face of Chris Brady. What does Jaden have in mind here as he's perched on that top rope, just delivering boots to his opponent?
Jaden told me earlier on tonight that a win, not just against Chris Brady, but a win of the entire Cascadia Wrestling Cup would cement his place in the Pacific Northwest. He wants to be known as one of the best out there, and right now, he may be making that prophecy a reality. Was thinking Hurricane Rana, but Chris Brady caught him up into a buckle bomb.
That's not what Jaden was expecting.
And he's not done.
Round and around they go.
Sit out power bomb. Lateral press. No. Jaden kicks out.
Wow. Living up to the title. Unbelievable. Jaden finding the strength deep down inside to kick out of that huge powerbomb from Chris Brady.
I mean, Cody, the impact of the powerbomb was enough, but you gotta think the dizzying effects of going around and around and around with that spin. I have no idea how Jaden kicked out of that, but somehow, some way he did, and Chris Brady has to regroup.
Brady's about to do what I think he's going to do. Jaden might not be kicking out of anything.
Thinking ghettoest moonsault ever, but Jaden catches him in midair with a drop kick. And now, transitioning perhaps into that armbar once again, rolls him up. Jaden steals it.
The same. The exact same pinfall combination he used to defeat Nick Wayne. Jaden, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I talked about lightning striking twice here in the Kliever Armory nearly over a year ago. Back at Make Your Own History, it beat Nick Wayne, and tonight it beat Chris Brady. Jaden moving on against either Travis Williams or Amira. Still so long to go, but a hell of a first step in our opening contest.
Round one has only just begun here in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
And you gotta feel for Chris Brady. I mean, take nothing away from him, put up a hell of a fight. You can feel the disappointment, Cody.
Hey, just being involved in this cup is an honor.
And we have certainly not seen the last of Chris Brady here in Prestige Wrestling. We mentioned the friendship, we mentioned the partnership, we mentioned the brotherhood on full display between these men. I'll tell you where we're not gonna see that, Cody, is later on tonight in our main event, as the ace of Prestige Wrestling vies not just for Cascadia Cup wrestling greatness, but defending prestige against the evil that is Allen Angels.
And Pro Wrestling Revolver.
Yeah, don't remind me.
You say their name too many times, they show up.
It's nearly a year in the making. A grudge match to end all grudge matches. The story here in our opening contest, Jaden the Unbelievable with an unbelievable victory against Chris Brady. And I'm getting word from the back that up next we are indeed going to find out who Jaden will be facing for night 2 of the Cascadia Cup. As up next, Travis Williams goes head-to-head with Amira. First round matchup rolling on here at the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Ready for the zoomies.
The Tower of Power is here. Reinforce the building, folks.
She's got the zoomies.
She mentioned the Oregon Pro Wrestling School. Amira actually the first female graduate of that academy. Less than a year under her belt as a professional wrestler, and she has looked so impressive. She has done so much. The fact that she is even in this tournament facing an opponent the caliber of Travis Williams says so very much. Made a prestige debut at Roseland 4.
What a way to start things off. If she can keep that momentum going that she's had this past year, I think Amira has a big chance at taking home the cup.
But no easy night at the office for her here tonight. She has to face a newly minted professional. We mentioned Jaden and Chris Brady picking up a trios win alongside partner Ethan HD back at Roseland 5. It was a hard-fought win because it was against State of Emergency and this man here, Travis Williams.
Golden boy is no more. What stands in front of you is the professional. Travis Williams has been doing this for a while now. He's definitely got a lot more experience under his belt than Amira. We'll see if the rookie streak of fire that she has been on can help her in this matchup. Only time will tell, because we all know Travis Williams will do whatever it takes to pull out the victory.
Yeah, and because of that, the animosity from the Prestige audience is palpable. You heard those jeers, those boos, before he even stepped through the curtain. The second his music hit, you wonder if that's going to get in his head at all.
I don't think much gets in the head of Travis Williams except for himself.
Well, that much is clear. But will that confidence, shall we say, be enough to make it past the squirrel whisperer? Only time will tell as a collar tie-up gets us kicked off in our second first-round match.
Travis Williams has the height advantage, but the strength of Amira as she takes the professional right to the corner, looking for a clean break as referee Devin Campbell.
Yeah, Amira was telling me earlier on tonight that she's actually too wide to fit through most doors. The sheer muscle, the sheer size, it makes it difficult for her to function in everyday life. It makes her a perfect match.
She's huge.
Yeah, massive.
I was in downtown Portland the other day, and I saw her just nailing skyscrapers with shoulder blocks.
Unbelievable.
That's how she trains.
Immovable object. If you look up the word, the phrase in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Amira. She also made it very clear to me that I have to make it incredibly clear to our audience at home that she has W-Riz. This was nailed home to me. Talking about nailing home, Travis Williams trying to nail Amira down to the canvas, but that power.
But the test of strength. Williams knew he was in trouble.
No.
A professional saw the writing on the wall, saw that he was getting bent backwards there with that test of strength, knew he had to take Amira down to the mat and cut her momentum short. And, this match was almost over very, very quickly. And
nice bridge from Amira, but Williams trying to take her down. Again, that strong, powerful base of the Tower of Power, not enough. She able to make it back up to a vertical base. Was thinking monkey flip, but Williams had it scouted.
Not today. Travis Williams one step ahead, but Amira one step ahead of that big chop, delivers one of her own.
Saying, don't try to chop me. You want to chop? I'll show you how to chop.
Chop off.
Chop block there from Travis Williams, sends Amira into the corner.
All it takes is one just scowl, one mean look from Travis Williams to get under the skin of the Prestige faithful.
Well, and I do think that's the Achilles heel of Amira. Travis Williams, as you said, not afraid to bend or break the rules, willing to do anything and everything looking to pick up a win. We saw it in that match against Ethan HD back at Reality Unfolds.
Wow.
Amira's not like that. She has a moral compass. She wants to do things the right way. She's an honorable competitor.
Yeah.
That might cost her against Williams.
That moral compass ain't doing nothing for her spine. Travis Williams went after it, but Amira out of the way of a possible Canadian backbreaker as Travis Williams.
Tilt-a-whirl into a Russian leg sweep, takes down the professional.
Nicely done. As soon as I thought Travis Williams was in control, Amira flips the switch back in there, but Travis Williams now doing the same. These two are neck and neck in the opening moments of this contest.
Face full of turnbuckle for Travis Williams. Wheelbarrow arm drag there from Amira. Gets her out of dodge. The arm drag has really been erased from the hole in the early going here, Cody.
Now trying to get Williams back up in a fireman's carry, but Travis Williams...
Grabbing the eyes, grabbing the hair and the eye of Amira.
I said it before, he will do whatever it takes to pull off a victory.
Referee Devin Campbell, to his credit, we like to give him a lot of guff, but he is staying right on top of Travis Williams. But that momentary rake of the eye, that momentary pull of the hair was all the professional needed.
He will take every single opportunity he can to bend those rules, and right now he's bending the arm of Amira in a way it's not supposed to go, Jordan. Just digging the knuckles in.
Yeah, kneading it here. Most unpleasant massage I've ever seen.
That's not the type of kneading that Amira's used to. She is a cat mom.
Just almost wrenching the arm back here. Travis Williams is going to be careful. He doesn't break the thing out of its socket.
Come on. Stop.
Come on. Talk about disrespect. Travis Williams into the cover here. Very lackadaisical. I mean, you think Travis Williams is underestimating Amira here with covers like that?
100%, but at the same time, with that pinfall/submission move he had Amira locked in, she could have dislocated her shoulder trying to kick out of that, but thankfully she didn't. But right there, she just ran into a big
cover
elbow.
Here. Only a 2.
Bottom rope, able to break that pinfall attempt. Thankfully, the ring awareness of Amira is still intact after that huge elbow to the face.
Yeah, that's always the thing that's impressed me about Amira, whether it's in triple threat action against Sandra Moon and Brooke Havoc back at Reality Unfolds, whether it's in singles action, picking up a spectacular match, singles action, picking up a spectacular upset victory against Sumi Sakai back at Roseland 4. She has such great instincts. But Travis Williams with such a great figure 4. It doesn't matter how great your instincts are when your legs are locked and you got nowhere to go.
Look at this. Look at Travis.
Come on, using the ropes for extra leverage. And referee Devin Campbell not going to stand for it, but I think the few seconds of leverage he had was all he needed. He's going to go right back to the well. Williams has got to be careful he doesn't get himself disqualified here, Cody, quite frankly. I mean...
He's waiting. The referee's not counting. But in the process, taking his time to try and cheat his way to a submission victory, Amira has turned the tides on that figure 4 leg lock.
And that's what I'm saying. Amira could have opted to hold Travis Williams in that hold for 4.99 to get it all out of that 5 count, but she is a moral competitor. She has that moral compass. She released it as soon as Devin Campbell told her to. Oh, man.
I don't know if that moral compass is going to lead her to victory, though.
Travis Williams, yeah, despite the reversal from Amira there, Williams right back up to his feet, right back up with the onslaught of punishment, but Amira with a bit of a chop back, saying, Travis Williams, you want to elbow my back? I'll chop your front.
Williams possibly looking for a German suplex attempt, but Amira with a 5 back elbows right to the face of Travis Williams. I'm surprised he's still standing after that.
Persistence is the key to victory here. Amira catches Williams mid-leapfrog. Spinebuster could do it. No.
Beautiful ring awareness of Amira once again on display. Immediately going for the pinfall after that spinebuster catch, rather.
Yeah, not floating over, not trying to hook the leg, just sitting directly into it. It wasn't enough, but as I said, Cody, those instincts second to none, especially for an athlete less than a year into their pro wrestling career.
This matchup, we are seeing a little bit of the Oregon Pro Wrestling Academy taking on the Lionsgate Dojo.
Oh, huge shot to the face there from Travis Williams, one of the professional zone. Back and forth they go. Anything you can do, I can do better here.
Dojo Wars underway. Shoved into the ropes.
Oh, but Amira came back with one of her own. These guys having very, very similar ideas, Cody. And the Tower of Power, 3rd time's the charm. What a clothesline.
Travis Williams does not know what state he's in.
Well, he's in a state of absolute hurt right now, and Amira looking to make it even worse. Williams rolls out of dodge, kick to his face from Amira.
He's only out of the harm's way for just a moment as Amira now looking for a big boot.
And now scaling the top rope, headbutt there to Williams.
Doing whatever it takes. Amira is now looking to fly high.
She doesn't go to the top all the time, but a gorgeous crossbody would say otherwise. Leg hooked, no!
You gotta wonder if she was able to hook that leg immediately off of that crossbody, if that would have been a different decision there with that pinfall, but
yeah,
no.
I also think her landing was awkward. She got a ton of damage on Travis Williams, but she kind of fell more towards his neck, more towards his head, as opposed to the middle of his body, as opposed to a more opportune place for a pinfall. And now Williams gonna take advantage.
Jockeying for position. Once again, maybe looking for another figure four there, but instead Williams gets sent face first into the corner. Amira heading into nothing but an enziguri by the professional who's, well, what's he thinking, Jordan?
Williams saying he wants to go around the world. Huge kick there. Talk about elevation from Travis Williams. And this might be all she wrote for the Tower of Power if Williams keeps this up.
Professional working like the Canadian Dragon here tonight.
It's not just the buzz cut. The appearance is not just an aesthetic. Technical mastery on display from Williams, just dissecting Amira, but the Tower of Power had it scouted, went to the well of that kick one too many times.
Amira once again.
Fireman's carry drops him down with a Samoan drop.
Samoan.
1, 2, no!
It was a beautiful Samoan drop, but not enough to put away the professional Travis Williams. Amira has got to be wondering, she's got to be thinking what it's going to take to advance in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Into the ropes.
Wheelbarrow once again, but this time Williams catches her in the German, bridges into a cover, but only a 2.
That bridge was beautiful, but somehow Amira still found the strength to get out of that pinfall attempt.
It doesn't matter if it's beautiful, if it doesn't get the job done, Cody.
Williams now, once again, toying with the Prestige faithful here.
I don't think they like him. I got a suspicion, a hunch.
Williams now, potentially looking for a suplex.
A spiker on her neck, maybe a brain buster here. My God, Cody.
I don't care who you are, that's gonna do
That's
some
gotta be it.
damage.
That's gotta be it. No!
Okay.
Wow.
I usually hate being wrong, but I'm okay with it this time. Amira somehow kicks out at 2.5 from a beautiful brainbuster by Travis Williams. He's got to be getting frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Amira was a tough cookie. I knew she was tenacious, but she's showing another side of herself right now, Cody.
Hey, this is the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Everyone wants to walk away victorious.
Williams looking for another suplex, another brainbuster perhaps. Amira maybe thinking one of her own. These guys just jockeying for position, and Amira sends Williams to the apron. Oh no!
Returning the favor, Williams now has Amira on the apron, and both combatants in a dangerous place!
The back of Travis Williams meets the hardest part of the ring canvas. Mike, you can feel it, Cody.
She's got to pin him.
Like hooked, pin him, she does. This could be it.
I think that suplex on the apron may have done a lot of damage to Amira as well.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know it. Amira right now, keeping a vertical base. She's not up to her feet.
And that back has been a target of Travis Williams throughout this matchup.
And you saw the usually composed, often smiling face of Amira. And she's not smiling anymore after the disrespect.
He just spit in her face.
And Amira's not going to take that lying down. A flurry of forearms and shots to the chest. Just ticked her off here. Referee Devin Campbell trying to regain some composure.
Amira, once again, trying to take it to Travis Williams, who's looking for sanctuary in the corner over there.
And a flurry of forearms, nothing pretty about it, Cody. Just wearing Williams down here.
Speaking of wearing, she's rocking some sweet Misawa-inspired gear here tonight.
What is Travis Williams doing? Is he...
Oh, God, come on.
No.
I know exactly what he's doing. Travis Williams is trying to get that turnbuckle pad off.
Kick to the gut here from Travis Williams. I'm not sure if he was able to finish the job. Of course, exposed steel under that turnbuckle. And a back suplex from Williams could spell disaster for Amira. No. And he he goes right back to that turnbuckle. He's trying to untie the pad here, expose the hard, brutal steel underneath.
And this is the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. We do not want to see anyone advance with a bye. I think the referee's being a little bit lenient.
Yeah, I mean, Devin Campbell wants to make sure this ends decisively. He doesn't want to give Jaden a bye to the semifinals, but may have no choice.
Come on, Devin Campbell trying to get that turnbuckle pad back into place. And behind him, Amira now slapping the hell out of Travis Williams.
And good, honestly. After everything we've seen, Amira with a much-needed measure of revenge, raining down shots from the top rope. Williams trying to cover up, but I'm not sure how much it's doing.
Devin Campbell trying to get these combatants out of the corner. They've both been in there for so long. And Amira just went face first into the solid steel exposed turnbuckle. And Travis, come on.
Devin didn't see any of it. Not like this. Come on.
Amira's out cold.
Williams locks in that figure four. He's flexing.
God.
Referee Devin Campbell calling for the bell. She's out.
Hate to say I told you so, Jordan, but like I said, Travis Williams will do whatever it takes. And tonight, that was exposing that turnbuckle and waited for the opportunity for Amira to let her guard down and set her face first into said steel. And he could have pinned her. He could have ended it there, but no. He reapplied that figure four. Had
to get that submission victory. Had to act as if he accomplished something here. In the record books, he did. Credit to Travis Williams. Moves on to a matchup against Jaden tomorrow night, night 2, but at what cost, man?
We'll find out on night 2 what the future holds for both Jaden and the professional Travis Williams. We still have more action coming your way. Jordan, who's up?
Up next, we have a prestige debut as Artemis Spencer faces a man who hasn't been seen since our last foray, easy for me to say, into the Kliever Armory. I'm talking about Daniel Makabe, 2 hidden gems, really not just of the PNW, not just of independent wrestling, but in many ways of professional wrestling as a whole. A true diamond in the rough are both Makabe and Spencer. It may be Artemis Spencer's first time in Prestige, but you wouldn't know it. What an ovation!
Fans are on their feet.
And Cody, worth pointing out that originally Artemis Spencer was scheduled for trios action. When Alan Angels weaseled his way into the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, management had to think on their feet. They had to roll with the punches and made a triple threat match with Judas Icarus and Ethan HD versus Artemis Spencer. But because Daniel Makabe's opponent, Invictus Cash, was unable to make it tonight, we send our very best to Cash watching at home. Hope to have him back in Prestige very, very soon. This match was made yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. So Spencer, and for that matter Makabe, having to readjust on the fly in a very big way.
This isn't Makabe's usual entrance music here.
No, it is not. Cody, if I'm not mistaken, this is a very special tribute. If I'm not mistaken, Cody, this is actually the theme music of one American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, during the HDNet days of Ring of Honor. To say that Daniel Makabe is influenced by Danielson would be an understatement.
I mean, look at the trunks. He's rocking the Dragon Maroon there.
I mean, Makabe's been very, very clear. He thinks Bryan Danielson is the best professional wrestler of all time, the best professional wrestler in the world today, but specifically the best of the Pacific Northwest. And how apropos when Makabe and Spencer are both vying for that very same title in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington. One of what people say, one of the first from the Pacific Northwest to really go on to just huge success in the world of wrestling.
Well, you spoke on it earlier on tonight, Cody. For so long, this scene, the Pacific Northwest scene, the Cascadia region, was thought of as a black hole professional wrestling, for lack of a better word. And because of men like Bryan Danielson, and I would argue because of men like Daniel Makabe, that has changed for the better.
And like men like Artemis Spencer.
Absolutely.
A mainstay in the Canadian wrestling scene for a number of years. Artemis Spencer wrestling when he looked so young, they made him wear a mask.
Yeah, Daniel Makabe and Artemis Spencer have both been wrestling for the better part of 2 decades, but you wouldn't know it. Deceptively youthful, both in their physical appearance and their facial features, but also in the way they wrestle. I mean, they move like men in their early 20s.
That's true.
Daniel Makabe here muscling Artemis Spencer down to the canvas here. Really scrapping with him here. If there's anyone oh, hold on.
Ooh.
Perhaps I spoke too soon. I was going to say if there's anyone you don't want to scrap with, it's Daniel Makabe, but Artie proven that he's more than deserving of that title.
So I've been lucky enough to call a number of Artemis Spencer matches and even more Daniel Makabe matches throughout my commentary career. Artemis Spencer is known to fly high and move very fast. That's what people are used to seeing from him. What they don't know is that him and Daniel Makabe both train submission and catch-style wrestling up at Lionsgate Dojo in Vancouver, Canada. Or Surrey, if you know, proper. But tonight, I think we're going to see a very neck-and-neck competition with these two as they both are looking to put on a clinic of technical wrestling.
Yeah, Daniel Makabe tweeting out when this match announcement was made.
Already even going to the ground position here, giving Makabe an opening.
Yeah, talk about confidence. Makabe tweeting out, I'm very excited to be sharing a ring with someone I've learned so much from, and maybe the only person in the PNW who equals my technical prowess. And this is the part that really interests me. Although he rarely shows it in Artemis Spencer. What do you think Daniel Makabe is talking about? Sort of a backhanded compliment there.
A little bit. Makabe and Artemis Spencer, believe it or not, have only squared off 2 times before. Right here.
And who was victorious?
No, I think it's neck and neck. I think they're 1-1 so far.
A proverbial rubber match here. So much on the line beyond the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Look at this. Jockeying for position. Daniel Makabe. Artemis Spencer not letting the other one lock in anything for more than like half a second before they counter it.
Both of these guys just so technically proficient here.
Ooh, clean-ish break.
You mentioned the high-octane style of Artemis Spencer. I wonder maybe that's some of what Daniel Makabe is getting at, that we're so used to seeing here in the Pacific Northwest specifically. Artemis Spencer flip and fly all around the ring. Wrestle more like a cruiserweight than a technician, if you will. And Daniel Makabe perhaps trying to take the ladder out of Spencer here tonight.
Easier said than done, as Artemis Spencer, like I mentioned, a great fast-moving wrestler, a great technical wrestler, is also one of the sweetest hearts I've ever met in the professional wrestling.
Hold on, nothing sweet about that takedown here. Yeah, but I think, as is the case with many competitors, specifically Spencer, especially in a match against a competitor the caliber of Makabe, especially in a match in his prestige debut for the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, a switch is flipped. Might be a nice guy outside of the ring, but it doesn't matter when this much is on the line.
I mean, I think that's what gives him such an edge against his opponents. They meet him backstage, they see him in the locker room, they think this guy's a pushover. He's a sweet guy, he's nice. Once that bell rings, it is a different story, as right now, Artemis Spencer has Daniel Makabe on the mat, and that is a very, very rare thing. Look at this, Makabe now in a submission hold here. Referee asking him, and Makabe holding on for dear life.
Hold on.
Artemis Spencer looking to lock Makabe up, and the ring awareness takes Makabe to that bottom rope, forcing the break.
Daniel Makabe not afraid to have a little fun here. Again, really testing the mettle of Artemis Spencer. Of course, hoping to move on, hoping to win the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, but also, I think, trying to pull something out of an old friend.
This November will make 20 years since Daniel Makabe's wrestling debut.
Daniel Makabe from behind with a waistlock, but Artemis Spencer transitioning into one of his own.
And along the way, Makabe has won a good amount of tournaments during his career, including one out in Germany, but right now this means even more because this is his home turf. This is his region.
Hold on, the arms hooked here from Artemis Spencer. Makabe.
Not for long. Makabe, you do not want to be here. If Makabe locks this in, it's over. And Artemis Spencer saw the writing on the wall and got out of dodge.
Huge chop to the chest of Makabe. I don't care if he's wearing the shirt.
And
that hurt like hell, and now Artemis.
Boingy, boingy. Springing and aborting, but no!
Oh, wow, still managing to land on his feet. Talk about rolling with the punches here, Cody.
Go, Artie.
Tiger feint kick from the top. Artemis Spencer can scarcely believe it himself.
This is Artie's moment.
Ow!
Or is it?
It's Makabe's moment too, though.
Boot up, Makabe goes up and over, rolls him through. Oh, but too much momentum there takes Artie. These guys just neck and neck. This is some amazing technical wrestling. This is catch as can style.
And I gotta say, Cody, you no doubt much more familiar with both of these men than I. You've called countless matches of both Spencer and Makabe. Who do you give the edge to in this first round contest?
This is one of those moments where I do not know what to say. Both of these combatants have the skill, they have the talent, they have the drive, they have the passion.
An ankle lock here from Artemis Spencer.
And usually, if it was anyone else, I'd say Makabe 100%. He's my go-to for getting that victory.
Armbar here from Makabe.
Especially when you're down on the mat like this, but it's Artemis Spencer. He knows exactly what he's doing there, and he's proven my point right here.
I think it's worth pointing out that both of these men are very tall, lanky individuals. Not necessarily size in the same way as an Amira might have. They're going to be facing on later on tonight Cody Chun and Guillermo Rosas of C4. Hear the love and the adulation from the Prestige faithful. But yes, a very different type of size from both Artemis Spencer and Daniel Makabe, but a very effective type of size that in many ways are perhaps matched by each other's frames.
Once again, these two are just so neck and neck. And speaking of necks, Makabe just throwing a huge headbutt. Connects with the jaw of Artemis Spencer, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Wow.
Gotta wonder how much did that take out of Makabe too. Evidently, not too much. German suplex cover, but Spencer evades directly into a submission hold.
Beautiful.
No wasted motion from Artemis Spencer.
Absolutely. Artemis Spencer knows right where he is, but unfortunately for him, so does Daniel Makabe, who just like that is back in control, back on the... As Artemis Spencer is on his guard here, trying to get Makabe into a submission again, but Makabe does not want to go, and I do not blame him, as Makabe now has a grapevine, a little leg stretch, rather.
A nice leg lock there from Makabe. Artemis Spencer so close to those ropes, and yet so far manages to use that aforementioned lanky frame to make it back up to his feet, but as soon as he does, Makabe transitions and gets him right back down to the mat.
It's one of my favorite things about Daniel Makabe. He never leaves a submission locked in for longer than he needs to. He gets the damage done, and as soon as he thinks his opponents might have it scouted, he mixes it up. But right now, Artemis Spencer has him very much scouted, laying in some huge hits, but Makabe's still going after that leg.
Yeah, Spencer's got to be careful that as he's writhing in pain, doesn't get his own shoulders kind of down to the mat. Same with Makabe as he's cinching in the submission.
Yep, and he's even changing it up from before, this time getting almost a tighter lock around the ankle.
And Artemis Spencer reaches that bottom rope. Makabe with no choice but to break.
Finding sanctuary on that bottom rope can only save you for so long. As you can see, Artemis Spencer is definitely favoring that leg right there. And Makabe tastes the blood in the water.
Cattle mutilation cinched in the center of the ring. Nowhere to go for Artemis.
It was not cinched in. Makabe did not get the hands locked, and he almost lost it just like that.
He almost paid for it here. Shades of Zack Sabre Jr. with his victory against Kevin Knight back at Black Sunshine, but Artemis Spencer unable to seal the deal, now locking in a leg lock of his own.
Makabe now on the receiving end of that submission hold, forcing his way out of it, trying to at least get it out of there, but nope, Artie has other plans. Spencer now turning the tables on Makabe, and he's trying to reach for that bottom rope, but he's in a lot of pain, Jordan.
He's so close. He is, forgive the cliche, but he is fingertips away.
Oh.
Finally, Daniel Makabe makes it, but is it too little too late? Did all the pain administered by Artemis Spencer potentially cost Daniel Makabe? Remains to be seen.
See a little bit of frustration building up there with Artie.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned good-natured guy is Artemis Spencer, but when you've given this much...
Oh, wait a minute. Looking for the Japan 4.
Oh, no, tried to spike him down on his neck, but instead, Makabe with another waist lock.
Counters the counter, waist lock, maybe a German suplex attempt by Artemis Spencer. Makabe has it countered up into the rear naked choke now with Spencer trying to drain the life out of Daniel Makabe, but look, Makabe not letting that locked in for too long.
Hold on, maybe they can tombstone pile driver. No!
Rolling out of it and back to the defensive position there on the ground, and Makabe.
These guys know each other so well, Cody. It bears repeating. I sound like a broken... Hold on!
I was about to say, Daniel Makabe was up on his feet, but that did not mean he was out of trouble, as now Artemis Spencer looking to squeeze the life out of Daniel Makabe.
Almost a triangle choke there from Daniel Makabe. And he's fading fast, Cody.
I don't think he realizes how close he is to that rope. I don't know if Makabe knows. Okay.
And finally, the foot lands on the bottom rope. I think Makabe was seconds, and I mean seconds away from passing out.
That's one of the benefits of locking in that triangle choke there. You leave your opponent almost in a sense of a daze, and they don't know where they are in the ring there.
Also, with positioning of their head, they're not able to see anything.
Exactly.
Now, Daniel Makabe perched on the top rope, courtesy of Artemis Spencer. It's a very dangerous place to be if you're Makabe. It's a very dangerous thing to go for if you're Artemis Spencer. I know, maybe they can superplex here?
I don't know, Artemis Spencer. Oh, wait.
It's a high risk, but Artemis Spencer knows that winning the Cascadia Wrestling Cup is high reward, and now Makabe wrenches the arm on top.
Spencer was maybe going for a Spanish fly from that top rope, but
another headbutt from Makabe catches him. Hammer and anvil elbows. Look at the precision there.
Artie catches it. And he's got him in a cravat on the top rope. You can't give up there. They're both in the ropes. Artie knew the referee was counting there. He had to the count of 5 to break that submission hold. And uh-oh, this is not where you want to be if you're Daniel Makabe. Draped across that top rope, and Artemis Spencer is going to be thinking, senton! Putting his body on the line to try and advance in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
What a moment, Cody Von Whistler. Both of these men risking life and limb for a shred, a taste, a shot at glory.
Look at this, slowly making their way back to their feet. Daniel Makabe up first.
Somehow Makabe able to make his way up first despite being on the receiving end. Artemis Spencer with absolutely brutal slaps, chops, and kicks.
Vicious combo by both these combatants.
I think Artemis Spencer may be taking what Makabe said to heart, saying, hey, you think I rarely show my technical prowess? I'll show it to you right now. Oh, man.
Makabe might be regretting that tweet as Artemis Spencer unleashing fury.
Spencer pushes him out, looking for some distance between him and Makabe. Oh, right to the mush.
Ouch. Knee to the midsection again. Third time.
Yeah, I think Artemis Spencer trying to... Oh, man!
The big unit punch connects right to the jaw, and Daniel Makabe was not expecting.
Seemingly out of nowhere, Artemis Spencer finding a second win, taking Makabe down with that spin kick.
Where in the hell did that come from, Jordan?
I don't know. I'm not sure if Artemis Spencer knows. Perhaps on instinct alone, Spencer finding his way back into this thing.
Oh, but now it's Makabe at the guard position.
Going for the leg lock once again. A chirping kick to the chest might have taken the wind out of him here.
Oh, wait a minute. Artie. Drop kicking the face off of Daniel Makabe while landing on his feet like it was absolutely nothing.
Talk about fluidity. Spencer making it too easy, but now spiral tap to put Makabe away indeed.
We've seen I have seen Artie win a lot of matches with this.
Makabe catches him mid-spiral tap with the rear naked choke.
Are you kidding me?
Spencer landed it, but I think Makabe, as he was coming down, caught him up in the neck.
Makabe now, once again, was looking for the cattle mutilation, but
shoulders down! Makabe victorious!
Makabe realizing he could not get the cattle mutilation locked in, called an audible, rolled up Artemis Spencer secures the victory via pinfall, and I gotta point out the ring awareness of Makabe, knowing that his legs were so close to the ropes, he was keeping him up, keeping it a clean pinfall victory. Daniel Makabe advances in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup tournament.
Show of respect between these two warriors. We talked earlier on about how Artemis Spencer is one of the nicest men you'll find in a professional wrestling locker room. Genuinely the same can be said about Daniel Makabe, and more than proving it, the second the bell is rung, love and adulation between both of these men. Daniel Makabe, the better man here tonight, but in his prestige debut, Artemis Spencer truly proving his salt.
He's a winner in my book.
And you know, we talked about the story of this matchup before the opening bell, being Daniel Makabe having to readjust his strategy. He was expecting a very different matchup in the first round against Invictus Cash. Artemis Spencer expecting the same, expecting trios action. I think Daniel Makabe more than proved that he is flexible, more than proved that he's able to think and adapt on his feet.
We'll see if he can use that strategy to advance himself even further in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup tournament, but that's for night 2 to find out. We still have more action coming your way. This is night 1 of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Cody Chun or Guillermo Rosas. Wow. We'll find out later on tonight which one it'll be when C4 explodes. But up next, Cody, we got technical. Now it's time we get weird.
I like weird.
Oh, I know you do.
Judging by the vibe of these fans here, I think I'm not the only one.
Another prestige debutante, but a man who is no stranger to the Pacific Northwest. The Weirdo Hero. Usually, Cody, Randy Myers' opponent here tonight, the Devil himself, Drexel, is used to being the eccentric one. He's used to being, for lack of a better word, the weirdo. I'm not sure if that's the case here tonight. If there's anyone who can out-weird the Devil, we might be looking at him.
It's gonna be the punk hunk himself, Randy Myers. The darling of the dungeon, if you will.
I will.
The last graduate of the Hart family dungeon. Do not let the weird antics fool you. Randy Myers knows exactly what he's doing in that ring.
The last bastion of greatness. Beyond the face paint, beyond the smooching, is one of the most technically proficient, technically sound, and technically experienced men in our 16-person lineup here tonight.
As Tiffany echoes through the Kliever Armory.
Yeah, what is it with these eccentric weirdos and their excellent entrance music? As you're about to hear, Drexel also enters the Armory to an absolute banger.
I mean, I think when people think of the Talking Heads, they think of Tiffany right there, neck and neck. Randy Myers knows how to make an entrance.
You know, we mentioned the name Bryan Danielson a few times tonight. Travis Williams evoking the American Dragon. Daniel Makabe evoking the American Dragon with various visual and stylistic nuances. Randy Myers, very early on in his career, I should say, teamed with Bryan Danielson. That's how long Randy Myers has been doing this, and that's how long, more appropriately, Randy Myers has been doing this at such a high level.
Yes, but will that amount of skill, will the amount of years, blood, sweat, and tears that Randy Myers has put in the business, will it be enough to take out the Devil?
of Randy Myers. He is absolutely jamming out here tonight. He's feeling himself here.
The bell hasn't even rung, and Randy Myers is letting it be known that Drexel is not facing him.
Last time we saw Drexel was when Devil faced Daddy back at Roseland 5. An incredible war with Effie. Hold on. Evie, get out of there. Oh, man. Oh, one for our official, too.
Wait a minute, I think Randy wants a little bit of the action.
He's asking. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Drexel uses those smooches to throw his opponent. No! Drexel uses those smooches to throw his opponent off their game. He's not going to have that opportunity against Randy Myers when he's asking for it, when he's egging it on.
Drexel coming to the ring with like a skin leather mask draped on his shoulder. Randy Myers has a Jason mask down with flowers. These two are cut from the same cloth, and that cloth is extremely weird.
And they talk about variety being the spice of life. I think this is going to be a very, very different matchup than the one we just witnessed between Daniel Makabe and Artemis Spencer. Suffice it to say.
A little bit.
As the bell sounds, Drexel and Myers head-to-head. Of course, the winner of this matchup will go head-to-head with either the Ace of Prestige, Sonico, or the so-called new F&A Ace in Alan Angels.
Self-proclaimed.
That is tomorrow night. That is night 2. But right now, head-to-head, Drexel and Myers, and there it is!
A solid smooch to start things off. And
before a single strike, hold a wrestling move was administered, we got a kiss.
I think there's a little, Drexel had some nipple play.
Not to be outdone, Drexel with one of his own.
Jordan, he likes it. I think he likes it.
We got a "This is awesome" chant, and again, not a single hold, strike, or wrestling move has been applied.
I feel like a kiss is a very good technical wrestling move.
Oh, talk about nipple play here. I think they both like it, Cody.
Things are taking a twist. Oh, man.
We're about to get real purple here in the Armory.
With more twist than an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Drexel, Randy Myers jockeying for position. Referee Bradley, wow!
Jockeying for something else.
Referee Bradley doesn't know what to do. He's trying to count these guys and make them let go.
We got a stalemate here.
Forcing the break of the grab.
Oh no.
And referee Bradley hightails it.
Drexel's trying to steal it here.
Randy Myers quickly up to his feet, gets the waist lock applied.
Drexel taking it around town with the pelvic motion.
Now it looks like Randy Myers trying to readjust the hands of Drexel there, and yeah.
I feel like Randy Myers in so many ways is like alternate universe Drexel. They're like the same person, the same weird person if they just, lived in different parts of the world. Indeed, Randy Myers from the British Columbia region, Drexel from the Oregon region.
Yep, Portland's own, and it's proven in the opening moments here that there is absolutely nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And now counters the waistlock, and it's Drexel who's now the top. Who's on the...
Hold on. Hey, whoa.
Where am I?
TV 14, Cody. Come on.
Brad Lee trying to check on Randy. Wait a minute.
Makeshift waistlock of his own. Randy's enjoying it, I think.
I think Brad Lee doesn't realize he's... Wait, I don't think Randy Myers realizes he doesn't have Drexel caught in his tights there, and instead he has referee Brad Lee.
Don't look behind you. You might not like the view. Drexel nearly striking referee Brad Lee, but instead getting an atomic drop. Randy Myers taking him down.
Sweep the leg, Johnny. Weirdo hero.
Oh, he's prancing. He's catwalking. Senton there from Myers.
Like the song says, do a little senton on the catwalk.
It does not say that.
My version does. Uh-oh, Randy.
He's got him up. Fireman's carry.
Drexel knew where he was. Drexel thinking signature pile driver, but Myers saw it coming back up in the fireman's carry as Drexel, but not for long, is once again looking for another pile driver.
Yeah, we can scarcely forget the brutal,
dumped back up and over.
the brutal series of matches that Drexel had, of course, coming out on top against none other than Akira in that brutal no rope, no canvas, barbed wire match back at Reality Unfolds. You and I were on the call, Cody. Absolutely stomach churning. You can watch it back in IDW TV to see just what Drexel is capable of.
Speaking of stomach turning, did you hear the impact when Randy Myers hit the floor here?
Yeah, there is no padding on the outside. That is pure cement floor. What does Drexel have in his tights here?
What do you think he has? He has something to do vicious damage, and I believe he's looking to paper cut Randy.
This is a signature of Drexel here. Come on, come on, come on. Yo! You know, oftentimes, fans, it can be hard to understand just how painful some of these maneuvers are when we have all experienced a paper cut. One of the most brutal forms of torture and punishment known to humankind. And Drexel is administering it left and right to the weirdo hero.
And I mentioned this in a previous matchup that the referees here are going to be a little bit more lenient, as we do not want to see anyone advance in this tournament via DQ or via a double countout, resulting in a bye, rather. Sorry, things are
Hold on.
Sorry, I'm
He's
distracted here.
He's paper cut in his mouth. But it seems as if from our vantage point, Randy Myers able to reverse.
Like I was saying, the referee being a little bit lenient, we want to see a decisive victor in all of these matchups, and that's why I think we're seeing this absolute horror show on the floor right now.
Well, listen, if you're Prestige Management, you don't book Randy Myers to fight Drexel without getting a little lenient. You know what I'm saying?
They know what they're doing.
From under the ring.
Speaking of knowing what they're doing, Drexel now.
He's got Randy Myers perched on a chair here.
Oh, no.
Drexel maybe looking to fly. We know the devil has wings, Cody.
Will he use them?
Oh, I was thinking cannonball.
Nobody home as Randy Myers out of the way. And referee Bradley now checking on both combatants. Randy Myers, I don't even know if Randy meant to move out of the way there, if he knew what just happened.
I'm not sure if Randy Myers ever knows what's happening, really.
Fair enough.
He's okay. Hey, they heard me.
We're all right. Well, at least not Drexel, who just gets dropped onto some solid steel chairs.
Might not be okay after that.
Ouch.
Sidewalk slam of sorts there, just depositing Drexel. And again, Cody, I'm gonna ask you again, as our resident Pacific. Oh, hold on.
He wants more.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? And Randy Myers got a few in the chamber.
Oh, and I think Myers giving Drexel open range to return the favor. He does just that.
Yeah, Myers, it needs to be said, an incredible physique. Absolutely chiseled here.
Drexel just moved his beard out of the way to allow Randy Myers to get a full. Oh, no.
Did he just paper cut the mouth of Drexel?
With a fan sign.
With a
yes,
fan
he did.
sign. Never say we have a lack of fan-friendly wrestling. We love all of you watching at home on IWTV, but if you ever have the chance, you gotta make the trip. You gotta see us live.
What is Randy doing there? Using that top rope to pull himself up and over, and almost has a dragon sleeper applied, draping himself up over the top rope. I've never seen that before. I
love referee Bradley forcing the break here. It's very apropos as a ref. He's well within his rights, his discretion to do so. We've seen so much. It's very funny to me that he's breaking the count there.
Randy Myers sliding into home there with that baseball slide right to the face of the devil himself, Drexel.
And Cody, if you do want to see Prestige Wrestling live and perhaps have your own sign used to inflict damage on another human being, you can catch us July 23rd in Asbury Park for All Rise, September 1st right back here in Portland, Oregon for Roseland 6, September 9th in Missoula, Montana for No Art, No Cowboys, and No Rules, or September 24th in Los Angeles, California for the Respect Issue. So much great Prestige Wrestling on tap.
Speaking of great action on tap, what is Drexel doing?
Yeah, and a paper cut mouth.
Someone take that paper away from him.
Do you want to be the one to do so?
Nope.
Mid-match, do you want to go up to a guy called the Devil himself and remove his weapon of choice? Couldn't pay me enough.
No, thank you. As now Randy Myers picking up that chair, asking the fans if that's what they want to see. And yeah,
you got to give the people what they want.
Play the hits, baby.
We'll talk about hits. I think he's going to be hitting something. And I think that something is Drexel. No.
Little crowd participation, asking the fans what they want to see.
Instead, opting to...
Looks he's trying to concoct some sort of a weapon, something with the chair in the corner there.
The chair falls. Randy Myers wasting precious seconds here, allowing Drexel to make it up to a vertical base. Is he wasting too much time here, Cody? I'm not sure.
Knock it off.
Little Talking Heads karaoke there.
Speaking of Talking Heads, a talking headbutt there by Randy Myers, who just gets countered and sent right into his own dangerous concoction.
Myers spent so much time setting it up and indeed got a proverbial taste of his own medicine. That's what's so dangerous in more hardcore, extreme environments like these.
That's true.
You waste so much time setting up destruction, you're often caught in your own destruction.
Drexel now takes the Weirdo Hero face first into the ring post. Oh, what has he got? Does he have a chain?
A bungee cord, perhaps? I believe it's a bungee cord, and he is choking Randy Myers against the post. No give on that post, and he'll be lucky if he doesn't kill the Weirdo Hero here. But Myers able to escape, sending Drexel headfirst into that ringside post.
A desperate counter by Randy Myers, and the Punk Hunk now has control of that bungee cord.
And he's doing the same, but he's taking it to that next level. That same paper-cutted mouth of Drexel.
He is fish hooking him. He is double fish hooking him with a bungee cord.
You know, I've seen a lot here in Prestige Wrestling, specifically when calling Drexel matches. Not sure if I've ever seen anything close to this. This is sick.
Why do I like it so much?
Hold on, Randy Myers. He has Drexel all chained up and nowhere to go. Referee Bradley administering the count. Is Randy... He's got to be careful that both of these guys don't get counted out. Randy Myers back inside the ring. Randy Myers just won this match via count out, Cody.
Like I mentioned in the...
Hold on, from behind. Drexel none too satisfied.
Or is he?
I think both of them are pretty satisfied right now.
And like I mentioned throughout this entire contest, referee Bradley was extremely lenient, allowing these combatants to brawl all over the ring, to use paper to cut themselves.
I'm sorry, I gotta cut you. How are you just calling this like a wrestling match as these two roll around making out in the center of the ring? I know you're a professional, but
that's just a Saturday night for me, dog.
Well, Saturday nights were indeed all right for fighting here tonight, and what a fight we witnessed. It was not the brutality of Randy Myers that got him the victory here in our first round matchup. It was the ingenuity, it was the trickiness, the cleverness of the Weirdo Hero.
A victory is a victory. Drexel respects the game. Like I said, Bradley let these combatants bend the rules throughout the entire matchup, but eventually he had to get back in the ring and had to start counting these guys out. And I think they're walking away better friends than they were when this thing started.
Friends? You think they're friends?
I mean, they're hand in hand skipping. Listen to Tiffany.
I think there might be a little something more than friendship on display.
Hey, I think they're alone now.
Hand in hand, lips locked. And never say that Prestige Wrestling has a lack of love stories, Cody Von Whistler. Absolutely love to see it.
As the devil himself and the Punk Hunk skip off to a fairy tale ending, it is Randy Myers who is officially advancing in the Prestige Wrestling Cascadia Wrestling Cup. The Born Sinner. Look how angry.
Is always so angry. But tonight may have something to be happy about. He can be victorious in this one. Icarus, a fixture of Prestige Wrestling in our early days, our infancy, our pre-pandemic days, all of which you can catch here on IWTV, but smashed back into the fold back at Roseland 5 with a show-stealing opening bout against Nick Wayne. Not victorious, but more than proving that he still belongs here in Prestige, Cody.
That contest left me, you, and Brian Zane's jaws on the table. It was amazing. And speaking of someone who had a great outing at Roseland 6.
Yeah, unlike Judas Icarus, a man who was victorious, and you want to talk about jaws? I think this man is hoping to stomp the jaw of Judas Icarus all the way to the bank, or perhaps more accurately, all the way to tomorrow. Evie, say it in all caps, baby. Opening contest, we saw Jaden pick up the victory against Chris Brady. We mentioned that they teamed together at Roseland 5 to pick up that big victory in trios action. Third man in that equation, the Conan, if you will, to their Filthy Animals 2K23, none other than Ethan HD himself. It's a very interesting story. Both impressive performances at Roseland 5. Judas Icarus trying to bounce back from a loss to Nick Wayne. Ethan HD hoping to keep that momentum going, and there is clearly no love lost here, Cody.
Yeah, and I gotta think that right here, Judas Icarus is going to be looking to get a little bit of redemption for his buddy Travis Williams. Everyone knows it. Travis Williams, Judas Icarus are longtime friends.
Satan Sinner. Back and forth they go.
Jesus.
Wow, they are not pulling their punches here in the early going, Cody. They clearly do not get paid by the hour.
I mean, there was some trash talk on social media between the two, but I did not expect it to break down into a brawl this quickly.
As you said, Judas Icarus and Travis Williams are friends. They're road buddies. They're tag team partners.
They train together.
There's a checkered history. Travis Williams stealing a win against Ethan HD at Reality Unfolds. HD and his Filthy Animals 2K23 team getting a measure of revenge against Williams and SOE back at Roseland 5. So you got to think those tensions a little less than resolved. Judas Icarus opening up an old wound. But I think it's Ethan HD hoping to open up something else in the face of Judas Icarus. These guys are just not letting up, Cody.
Judas Icarus like an angry candy cane, just elbowing the face out of Ethan HD.
You should call Judas Icarus a candy cane.
Look at those tights.
He's not sweet, I'll tell you that much.
That's true.
Those tights, of course, a reference to the Pacific Northwest color palette. In many ways, a reference to the colors of the American Dragon. Mentioned him a few times tonight. I see in many ways similarities between Danielson and Judas Icarus. I think Ethan HD.
Wow, these two. I thought this could be contained in the ring. I was a fool. These two are now just punching the hell out of each other on the floor. Icarus sending Ethan HD into the apron.
Both of these guys are hot-headed. Both of these guys have, shall we say, big personalities. They think very highly of themselves. That has, for whatever reason, endeared itself to the Prestige faithful much more for Ethan HD than it has Judas Icarus. Perhaps it's a matter of familiarity. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Suffice it to say, those big personalities spilling over in a big way, specifically to the outside of the ring.
Referee Devin Campbell trying to to an 8 count, trying to get these combatants back in the ring here.
We don't want to see another count out. And Judas Icarus, Ethan HD, discretion, the better part of valor.
I was holding my breath there. I did not want to see this one end in a double count out.
And Judas Icarus is all sorts of fired up. I'm not sure if it's the chip on his shoulder after that loss to Nick Wayne at Roseland 5. I'm not sure if it's his friendship with Travis Williams. Hell, I'm not sure if it's how much winning the Cascadia Wrestling Cup will mean to him. But he is fired up like I've never seen before, Cody.
Will that be enough as Ethan HD firing away? These two are going hit for hit here, chop for chop.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Have we seen any traditional quote-unquote wrestling moves yet, or has it just been forearms and chops?
I think that's the first right there with a German suplex. Judas Icarus might be in control here, but Ethan HD with a perfect headbutt right to the jaw. Puts him up.
Softening Icarus up for that Destiny. Off that brainbuster lateral press, only a 2.
Look at that transition
Right
into
into
a
a
crossface.
crossface.
There we go.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It is the mouth of Judas Icarus that is getting swung all sorts of directions by Ethan HD, but Icarus manages to evade and manages to get his foot on the bottom rope.
Here, Judas Icarus feeling the effects of that submission hold applied by Ethan HD, as Ethan HD now stalking his prey, taking Icarus to the corner.
These guys are just scrapping. We know Judas Icarus can get pretty on that top rope. There is absolutely nothing pretty about this. This is a fight. More so than a professional wrestling match, this is a fight, Cody.
Ethan HD has his opponent.
Oh, nice uppercut there. Levels Icarus.
Stamps that passport to Europe. And slams the arm of Judas Icarus just right onto the mat.
Wrenching at the fingers there is Ethan HD. You gotta think, if you're Judas Icarus, you gotta use that arm to make it to the top rope, to springboard, to tope, hell, to hit some of those forearms we saw in the early going. Ethan HD trying to neutralize it, to take out a big, big part of Judas Icarus' game plan.
Salt and a stomp, just stomping away at the elbow of Judas Icarus.
Stomping and clubbing and now stretching.
That arm is 100% the target now.
It's very smart wrestling from Ethan HD, a veteran in his own right. Talking about the Cascadia region, Ethan HD has been all over the world, and he's putting that experience to good use here tonight. He just zeroes in on that left arm of Judas Icarus.
It's a very, very wise strategy.
Headbutt once again, lateral press, barely a one count.
He just headbutt him in the arm. Ethan HD is absolutely painted that target right on the arm of Judas Icarus.
Now,
time will tell if Icky can get out of this predicament.
Send him to the top rope here is Ethan HD. Oh, nasty chop to the chest.
Icky's in trouble, or I spoke too soon.
Commentators curse on full display, but again, the chops of Ethan HD. Leather meet flesh.
Don't count Judas Icarus out as he is pushing Ethan HD out of the corner there.
He's on that top rope. We know he's very comfortable, very familiar there. Rolls out of dodge. Goes against the ropes. Ethan HD ducks. Leapfrog from HD. Huge kick meets the face of Icarus.
And Judas Icarus rolling to the floor. A very, very wise move.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or if the kick of Ethan HD just sent him rolling. Either way.
Why not both?
Ethan HD.
Oh, this is one of those get the hell out of the way moments. It's
Maybe
Ethan
thinking
HD.
acai, but no! Judas Icarus spikes HD's chin on that ring apron and chops him directly across the chest.
And that's where those high-risk maneuvers come into play. They can absolutely backfire, and they just did for both Ethan HD and Judas Icarus.
Yeah, again, these guys going to that flashy well. I'm not sure if that's what you want to be. The tone was set very early on. This is a scrapper. This is a fight. These guys trying to adapt. And a blue thunder bomb just depositing Icarus back first onto that apron.
You can see Icarus moving his limbs there to make sure there's not like actual damage done to his spine there. And look at that.
Right back on that arm. Right back on that arm. So smart, so brilliant, so smart of Ethan HD.
Referee Devin Campbell checking on these combatants here. This matchup continues. Trying to get him back in the ring, but as we're witnessing, that is easier said than done.
Tomorrow, these men, one of them will go on to face either Nicole Matthews or Liza Hall. Their opponent in the quarterfinal will be determined a little bit later on tonight. But you want to talk about knees, HD leveling Icarus with a big one there.
You gotta wonder with damage like that, even if Judas Icarus is somehow able to pull out the victory here, that arm might be messed up for days, for weeks.
Well, again, tomorrow is day 2 of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. These guys will have less than 24 hours to rest and recuperate before
not enough.
1, 2, potentially 3 matches. Yeah, it's all they got, so they got to wrestle knowing that. They can't put all their eggs in tonight's basket.
And Judas Icarus just flying onto Ethan HD with that big attack, sending him to the floor. I thought Icarus was in trouble there when Ethan drenched him neck first across that top rope, but
I think if he still very much is in trouble, both can be true. Icarus grasping at that left arm, so much of Ethan HD's offense He's been laser focused there. What's Icarus thinking here? No, no, no! Oh my God!
That time he was able to connect.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Judas Icarus. But did the high risk, specifically with that neutralized left arm, result in high reward? Only time will tell.
He's got to get him back in the ring. Unless he wants, oh, maybe not. Damage is still being done out there. Referee Devin Campbell only up to a 2 count now as both combatants make their way back into the ring.
Icarus, by no means the largest competitor. Leg hooked could be it. Barely a 2. Icarus, by no means the largest competitor, but if you close your eyes and you just listen to his chops, you wouldn't know it, because they're as thunderous as they come. Spot there from Icarus, yeah.
What's Icky thinking?
Against the ropes. Oh, huge kick there. Gonna have a mark across HG's chest, leg hook. Oh. Not even a 2 count there.
Okay.
Icarus just stalking his prey here, almost playing with his food in a way. He's saying, Ethan HD, you were talking a big game on social media, as you said. You neutralized my arm. You hurt me as much as you did. Now I'm gonna make you pay for it. I'm not just gonna beat you. I'm gonna drag out this punishment for as long as I can. I'm not sure how smart that strategy is.
Yeah, like we were mentioning too, this is a 2-night tournament here.
Oh, leg hooked once again, lateral press. No.
I feel like the wiser strategy would be to get this match over with as quickly as possible to save your energy for the next round if you're able to make it there.
You could argue, though, that Icarus is slowing down the pace, that by wrestling a less high-octane style, that's exactly what he's doing, but again, we'll see if it pays off. Ethan HD back up to his feet. Icarus with evil intentions gets caught with a boot from HD, the bigger, taller man using that size to his advantage. And now from the top, gets caught with a knee from Icarus. Once again, sent against the ropes. Yakuza kick takes him down. Hook of the leg. Only a 2.
Ooh, that was too close.
2 count was too close for comfort. Icarus wasting precious seconds arguing with referee Devin Campbell, trying to tell him how to do his job.
Not the wisest move. He needs to continue this attack. He has Ethan HD where he wants him.
And that's the thing about Icarus. That is in many ways really the Achilles heel of both of these guys, but that ego, that hubris so often gets in the way of great professional wrestling acumen.
And look at this. Now Icarus taking too much time, jaw-jacking with the Prestige faithful as he...
A whole handful of hair here! Come on! Icarus muscling HD up. Wow, HD's no small man, and Icarus has him up in the fireman's carry. Gutbuster spikes him down.
Right to the knee.
This could be it. Icarus might have him. No.
And you gotta think, moments ago when Ethan HD was jumping off the top rope, Icarus got that knee to the midsection there. I think Icky might be thinking about painting the target on the midsection.
Yeah, much in the same way that Ethan HD painted the target on the arm of Judas Icarus.
The strategies have been set.
Chop to that chest here. Really the entire front abdomen region of Ethan HD just getting zeroed in on here by Judas Icarus.
His torso's in trouble, but Ethan HD still got some fight left in him.
Look at those southpaws there from Ethan HD, those jaws. Those jabs, excuse me.
But back into the corner, Judas Icarus sends Ethan HD and is just hammering away. Ouch. Woo.
Oh, man.
These two have been beating the hell out of each other, and neither one of them have the advantage. It's been almost neck and neck this entire matchup.
You can tell they're physically getting worn down. They're physically getting exhausted, but it doesn't matter. Their spirit fights on. Revenge is a powerful, powerful thing. Hatred is a powerful, powerful thing, and it just willed Ethan HD.
He may have dislocated Judas Icarus' shoulder there. He just sent him shoulder first into the corner with his entire momentum.
Yeah, that is gnarly. Icarus in a world of hurt. And HD is far from done.
And this is not where you want to be if you're Judas Icarus.
Classic Ethan HD. Picture perfect drop kick to the corner.
And you know what's coming next.
Oh, do I ever, Cody? Let him know.
Ethan HD stomping around. He's winding up. And that can only mean it's time for the Destiny.
Oh, man. And he's not done. No!
Up and over with a DVD, and
but Judas Icarus kicks out.
A non-stop ride. The Destiny right into a Death Valley driver, but I think the momentum of Judas Icarus almost was too much, and Ethan HD wasn't able to properly connect with that Death Valley driver, and this matchup continues.
HD didn't get all of that. As you said, it was almost as if Icarus's own momentum carried him down to the canvas, as opposed to HD's usual positioning. But HD trying to adapt. He knows he's fingertips away. He's on that top rope. Moonsault, but nobody home.
Rolls to his feet. Does Ethan HD, catches Judy. And Icarus.
Backstabber.
Oh, no. He's got to get him away from the ropes.
Leg hooked. Ethan HD moves on to the next round. No. And I think, Cody, if I were a betting man, I would say if Ethan HD had that backstabber closer to the center of the ring, he didn't have to waste precious time rolling Icarus away from that bottom rope, we would be playing HD's music. He would be moving on to face Liza Hall or Nicole Matthews tomorrow.
Ethan HD feeling the love of the Prestige faithful.
But is he wasting too much time feeding off of it? I'm not sure. Ooh.
Quick kick to the midsection. Again.
Talk about Danielson-esque to the man with the maroon trunks.
Putting some stank on it.
Licking his chops. But again, spent a second too long. Waist lock from Icarus. One of HD's own. Elbow to the face. Chop to the chest. What was going for that springboard, but HD ducks the line. Repeated elbows, shots to the gut, uppercut. Icarus ducks it. Was thinking lighthouse lariat.
Ethan HD has him right where he wants him, or does he? Judas Icarus!
Lands Ethan HD, and this could be it! No!
How in the hell did Ethan HD kick out of that? I have never seen that move before.
Honestly, Cody, I'm not sure if Judas Icarus has ever seen that move before, or if he just found his way into it and had the proficiency, had the good sense to roll with it. Whatever it was damned impressive, damn devastating, but it was not enough to put the Sultan of Stomp away.
It's almost a reverse suplex into a stroke, but either way, Judas Icarus sees that Ethan HD is still down on the mat, or is he? Ethan HD quickly up to his feet, and Judas Icarus is in a very, very dangerous place.
The Enziguri kick just took Icarus out, and HD has to capitalize here. Very, very dangerous thing. It bears repeating. We've said it countless times tonight.
Probably say it a few more.
You know, the way these matches are going, these athletes risking life and limb for a shot at greatness. The inaugural Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Only one competitor can win it for the first time. It might be Ethan HD. It might be Judas Icarus.
Right now, it's either one of them. Either one of, I was going to say, is anyone's game as a headbutt connects. But both Ethan HD and Judas Icarus definitely felt the effects of that.
Yeah, this is going to sound strange to say, but I honestly think that went a lot better than it could have been. They're lucky they didn't spill out to the cement on the outside. Only here at Prestige Wrestling will you see matches like this, the personification of perfection in the Pacific Northwest, and a springboard splash directly across the injured arm, transitioning into that crossface once again. Icarus has nowhere to go.
Ethan HD hyperextending the arm of him with that big splash.
Icarus is thinking, but he's willing himself on. He's got nowhere to go. He's in the center of the ring, Cody.
Icky's fading.
Oh, but he transitions into a cover. HD's caught. No.
Using his own momentum to almost get a pinfall attempt, and both combatants had the same thing in mind, and both combatants are on their hands and knees in the middle of the ring.
They say great minds think alike, and it would be an understatement to call this match great.
Oh,
what a war this has been, Cody.
Face to face. Each combatant with a handful of hair.
Whoa, referee Devin Campbell trying to intervene, and Ethan HD, Judas Icarus saying they don't want it.
Let's
go. They want to settle the score like men.
It looks like it's Ethan HD getting the advantage here. Ethan spins through, another picture-perfect headbutt connects, but Judas Icarus.
I think it only served to fire him up more. Springboard Enziguri.
The Destiny kick connects, and Ethan HD looking for the package powerbomb, but Judas Icarus got out of harm's way. Bicycle kick attempt.
Knee, meat, face.
Again.
Got a double tap.
Uh-oh.
And here it is, Cody. Call it.
Package. No, no.
Judas Icarus with the lighthouse lariat. And he may have put Ethan HD's lights out once and for all. Talk about double tap. You see it on display here. Leg hooked. Icarus advances.
Unbelievable.
You know, Cody, I've said it before, I'll say it again. We are prone to hyperbole as commentators, but absolutely none necessary. A certified barn buster here tonight between Ethan HD and Judas Icarus.
You can tune into any moment in that matchup and not know who is going to win it. It was neck and neck the entire time. But at the very end there, it was Judas Icarus with a series of vicious, vicious lariats, leading him to victory, advancing him in the tournament known as the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Well, for night 2, Judas Icarus will face off against either Nicole Matthews or Eliza Hall. We will find out which of those women it will be very, very shortly. But up next, C4 explodes, and I'm not talking dynamite. Tag team partners Guillermo Rosas and Cody Chun face-to-face, head-to-head in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. All of that and so much more still to come here in night 1, so stick with us.
My body is ready. We are back from intermission, and the action is continuing, and I don't think anyone's upset about it, because this match right here has been one I have been absolutely stoked to see, and even mind blown when it was announced.
Yeah, you know, this is a matchup we talk often, we talked a few times tonight, about athletes who know each other so well, who know each other like the proverbial back of their hand. Well, never has that been truer than with this one on tap. I mean,
Chun shooting some hoops there. That's how he beat Shaq.
That he did not. Yep. That's not a thing that happened.
To touch on what you were saying moments ago, we've seen a lot of action from combatants who know each other. We've seen wrestlers who train together, wrestlers who have fought each other many times before, but this one is going to be special. This is the only team that will be competing tonight in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
This is actually not the first time that this matchup has happened in Prestige, Cody. As a matter of fact, 5 years ago, half a decade ago, Cody Chun was victorious against this man in his Prestige debut. Many, many years before they became the inaugural Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Many, many years before they waged war with the Midnight Heat. Has changed in those 5 years, and yet time is a flat circle. They say brothers fight. Never has that been truer than here tonight.
Now you gotta wonder, while the stress of this tournament isn't already enough, these two are friends, they're tag team partners who are gonna be going at it, but at the same time, in the back of their minds, they gotta be thinking about the Midnight Heat. They gotta be thinking about the TLC match that is in their future. They don't wanna hurt each other too bad in this tournament because they got that big title match coming up at Roseland 6.
Tables, ladders, and chairs, the war to settle the score between C4 and the Midnight Heat for the vacant tag team championships. That will be streaming live right here on IWTV before that, they have to put Eddie Pearl and Ricky Gibson out of their minds. They have to determine who is the best man, if only for tonight, and who will advance to face Daniel Makabe tomorrow, round 2 of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. You see the trepidation, on both of these men's faces. It's got to be so strange to them. It goes against everything that they're used to in a professional capacity. They're supposed to look out for each other. They're supposed to have each other's backs. They are truly, ostensibly brothers.
They were both a little bit hesitant there to start things off, but a collar and elbow officially gets things underway, and it. Ooh, that was close. It's a clean break. Cody Chun playing things fair, keeping it fair. You know?
Cody Chun is so used to that ferocity. He's so used to never letting up. He's so used to never giving an opponent a single inch. It is against his very nature to administer a clean break like that, but opting to do so for Guillermo Rosas. Will be interesting to see if Rosas gives him the same courtesy. Will be interesting to see if it costs either of them.
Rosas using that speed.
Yeah, deceptively agile. You see the strong base.
Enough.
It's like a tank, but no, it's not. The height of Cody Chun coming into play. Cody Chun, someone who, since I called his first match here in Prestige well over a year and a half ago, has gained so much mass. I'd say probably not the larger, the thicker of the two competitors. Guillermo Rosas definitely takes that medal, but Cody Chun is no small fry, and I'm not just talking about height.
We're still in the opening moments of this contest, and we're already seeing a little bit of a standoff, a little bit of these combatants knowing each other so well.
Yeah, talk about conflicted. They don't want to hurt each other. In so many ways, they need to. They know what it means to be the inaugural holder of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, to make history.
That's right. They don't want to hurt each other, but they both want to win. And unfortunately, this is the game of pro wrestling, and they're going to have to cave eventually. Is right here now. Rosas in control of the arm.
You see how well these guys know each other. Almost working like a well-oiled machine, despite the fact that they're facing off against each other. You're seeing flickers of that tag team synergy come into play as Chun takes Rosas down. But again, Rosas at the end of the hammerlock again.
Just moments ago, we saw Rosas trying to hit a reversal, trying to get a counter there, and Cody Chun stopping him in his tracks right there. Rosas returning the favor. Now Cody Chun looking to use some momentum, maybe. Pumps up once, pumps up twice. Oh, I thought it was going to be the third one, maybe the fourth.
It's not the hat trick. Oh, throwing Rosas off his game there. A little bit of Three Stooges action there. Again. Cody Chun doesn't want to hurt Guillermo Rosas. Moreover, he doesn't want to disrespect Guillermo Rosas by taking the low road. But I think that condescending nature, if you will, might have pissed Rosas off a little. Big leapfrog there from Chun, shoved into the ropes by Rosas, who goes for a hip toss with Chun with one of his own.
Rosas gets both feet up, sends Chun back. Next with that hip toss there, and Rosas now standing tall as Cody Chun is regrouping himself in the corner.
Well, the name of the tag team is C4. Rosas himself, kind of like a firecracker. He has that intensity, which is so crucial to C4's success as a tag team, but can sometimes deter his focus, can sometimes deter his, shall we say, mental capability, especially against an opponent as proficient, and an opponent who knows him as well as Cody Chun.
We'll see how Rosas fares without Cody Chun in his corner to balance him out in those situations.
It's another thing that bears repeating. Independent of each other and their own personal connection, these guys, at least here in Prestige, in this environment, are primarily tag team wrestlers. I can't remember ever calling a singles match for Rosas or Chun. They're used to having the opportunity to tag out, to regroup, to not have to expend energy for the entire duration of a contest. They do not have that luxury tonight.
Cody Chun trying for a second time to get out of that headlock is unsuccessful as Rosas now dropping to one knee, adding even more pressure on a move that people, I think, don't realize the weight of a standing side headlock.
Well, especially when it's being administered by someone like Guillermo Rosas.
Exactly. It's a move that I always say is not going to win a match, but it will definitely take its toll on your opponent. And speaking of that,
beautiful bridge there from Guillermo Rosas. Chun taking him down, but Rosas muscling his way back up to his feet. Trying to do the same to Chun.
Now it's Chun who's bending over backwards. but keeping his shoulders off the mat in the process.
Both of these men products of the Buddy Wayne Academy and the Nightmare Factory. You're seeing that top of the line training coming into play as Cody Chun levels Rosas with an atomic drop. Went for the drop kick. Nobody home on the elbow drop either.
That time there was connection. A boot right to the face. A nice drop kick by Cody Chun.
Yeah, nice doesn't even begin to cover it. And Cody, we saw a little bit of hesitation in the early going. I think all of that is very much out the window, at least right now.
I think that moment has passed as Rosas runs right into a vicious elbow. Cody Chun maybe thinking Cody cutter. No.
No. Sent to the outside by Rosas, spilling onto that cement on the outside.
Look at Rosas' face. He's a little bit, more than a little bit conflicted there. That was a tough thing to do to somebody you care about, to your brother in the ring there.
He's worried about Cody Chun. I mean, he wants to win this, don't get me wrong, but the friendship with Cody Chun extends beyond the ring. You can attest to it. You've been on car rides with these men.
Jordan, I don't know if you caught that there, but Rosas just sent Chun spine first into the apron there. I think you were right. It is safe to say these two have taken off the kid gloves. Rosas breaking the count there.
I wonder if that moment of guilt, hesitation, whatever you want to call it, subsided all too quickly, because Guillermo Rosas showing very little concern for his partner here, Cody.
Oh, my guy Cody Chun shows that he is very much still in this matchup with a huge chop.
I think Cody Chun is pissed, if not a little hurt, dare I say, because Rosas, he didn't check him. He didn't help him to his feet. Oh. He went right back to the offense. Spine first went Cody Chun into that apron. Chun, no doubt, feeling a little betrayed and no doubt feeling a little bit pained in the chest region after that elbow from Rosas.
You can also feel the confliction in the fans here. Nobody knows who to cheer for in this situation. They were all a little bit taken aback. They had the wind taken out of them, as well as Cody Chun when he got dumped to the floor there by Rosas.
Yeah, they erupted to their feet when Rosas and Chun made their way out to the ring. They erupted to their feet when Evie Kiyoshi made the ring announcement. But seeing these guys face each other, as impressive a contest as it's been, nice suplex there by Rosas.
It's like watching family
lateral
fight.
Press. It's a little uncomfortable for these Prestige fans, many of whom have been here since the very beginning, since that very first matchup between Rosas and Chun all those many years ago. They've been through the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, and the ugly with these men. It's got to be a little uncomfortable to see them fight like this, even in the spirit of competition. I'll say it for me personally, it's a little uncomfortable to watch.
Speaking of uncomfortable, how do you think Rosas feels after those big chops by Chun, who
not hurt enough? To fire back is Rosas.
Bringing everything, including the kitchen sink. Rosas is standing tall right now.
And talk about standing, bringing Cody Chun back up to his feet.
For how long?
Back suplex. Cody Chun felt all of that lateral press. Chun kicks out. Did not hook the leg, interestingly. I wonder if that was a calculated move, if Rosas realized how long and lengthy the legs of Cody Chun were and thought it wasn't worth it to try to hook it, or if it was just an oversight.
May have just been lost in the moment.
Again, that's the thing, so much more pressure. What the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, the first ever
Wait a minute, Rosas thinking Olympic Slam.
Cody Chun had it scouted. We talk about how well they know each other here. Shoulder block from Chun takes Rosas down. Another.
Dodges the lariat.
A picture-perfect drop kick into a Chunaroonie. Now, can you dig that sucker?
I taught him how to do that.
You did not.
Damn it.
Huge splash there from Cody. The only Cody who can actually do a Chunaroonie, I might add. And now repeated southpaws. Winding it up.
The classic one. Oh, wait a minute. Did you see that? I feel like there was a moment of hesitation there where Cody Chun did not want to connect with that big punch, and Rosas quickly countered.
He connected with that DDT. He hooks the leg. It might not matter. Indeed, it does. Rosas able to kick out.
I swear it was a moment. It was just a moment of
but
hesitation.
A moment is all you need. A moment is all you need for a Guillermo Rosas or a Cody Chun to zero in on it and to capitalize, to take advantage of that hesitation, that guilt. Cody Chun, Irish whipping Rosas into the corner. No, Rosas with one of his own.
We're looking for a back body drop. Chun had it scouted, and it connects with a super kick.
Educated feet being put to good use. Wowza! Cody Chun spikes him down, deep cover. Only a 2.
It's a modified X-Plex there. Cody Chun, Guillermo Rosas, both feeling the effects of this one. but it's Cody Chun up to his feet.
Uh-oh, maybe thinking Cody cutter here.
Oh, but Rose is holding on to the foot there and not wanting to let his friend go.
Okay, maybe a little mind games here from Cody Chun. Trying to get in the head, trying to grasp the head here for that cutter, but Rosas saw it coming. Clubbing blow to the back into the Olympic slam.
This time he connects.
And now the straps are coming down. We've seen it before, usually with Chun on his side, not flat on his back, but nevertheless, Rosas all sorts of fired up, in the immortal words of Billy Joel, not forgetting his second wind.
Be prepared for the power of the ultimate Rosas, but no, with a big knee, Cody Chun misses the clothesline.
A huge spear from Guillermo Rosas right to the gut of Chun, and both members of C4 are flat down.
That was almost a mix of a spear and a shoulder block to the
cover
midsection.
Could be enough. No.
Rosas almost falling into that attack there, taking the taller opponent down. Not enough to secure the victory, but I think the damage has been done to the midsection of Cody Chun.
If you're Guillermo Rosas, you have to modify your offense, Cody, because Cody Chun knows all of it. He's seen you do all of it with the best seat in the house time and time and time again for years over now. Talk about synchronicity, both of these men having the same idea twice over. Third time was far from the charm, but they are still back on their feet until finally they collapse.
Wow.
Exhaustion getting the better of both men.
Talk about leaving it all in the ring. C4 are exploding in the best way possible. Both combatants fighting for their chance to advance in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Guillermo Rosas, it seems.
Gotta get
to his knees. Yeah. Using the corner there, as you were saying, Cody.
Smart.
Getting up to a vertical base force. Cody Chun not far behind him, went for the splash again, but Rosas had it scouted.
Gotta be careful when you're as tall as Cody Chun looking for that splash. You might go face first into the ring post.
Rosas is locked and loaded. He's got the clip and a sick kick takes down Cody Chun.
That's gotta be it.
Perhaps taking a page out of Roderick Strong's book, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, returning to indie wrestling of Black Sunshine. Rosas maybe securing a spot. No, what? What? Guillermo Rosas just stopped the cover. Guillermo Rosas had this match won, and he just picked Cody Chun's shoulders off the mat.
Kind of gave him a hug, but then slaps him.
Yeah, he whispered something in his ear. I couldn't quite make out what it was.
Oh,
no.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
Guillermo Rosas looking to finish Cody Chun off with his own move.
But now it's Cody Chun holding onto his partner, not letting him go. Chun
rolls
rolls him
steal
up.
it. Chun moves on to tomorrow. No.
Close but no cigar. Both combatants up to their feet. Knee to the face of Rosas. Cody Chun with another super kick, but Rosas not budging. That time, it's a different story.
The spirit lives on, but the body can only go so far. And now Cody showing him how it's done.
Cody Cutter connects.
1, 2, 3. Cody Chun advances to night 2.
I caught him that. Why do you think they call it a Cody Cutter?
Well, the scene is set. Daniel Makabe versus Cody Chun in the quarterfinals of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. What a match it will be, but Cody, the story, if only for tonight, Rosas and Chun did not hold back, suffice it to say.
They knew it was on the line. They knew exactly what they had to do. But as I mentioned earlier, there can be only one, and tonight it is classic Cody Chun advancing in this tournament.
Chun is the one. You gotta hope as Chun builds himself towards success.
Rosas feeling it.
Towards a potential capturing that Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
Friendship!
Thankfully, the friendship of C4 remains unbroken.
I feel like Rosas had this match in the bag. Let the competitive nature maybe get to him a little bit too much.
Cody Chun and Guillermo Rosas waging war here tonight. You gotta think if you're the Midnight Heat watching at home, you gotta be thinking, if this is what they're willing to do to each other,
oh yeah,
what are they willing to do to us come Roseland 6 in a tables, ladders, and chairs match?
It's not just a regular matchup. It will be brutality at its finest. Time will tell what the future holds for C4.
Take nothing away from Guillermo Rosas, but before Cody Chun can set his sights on recapturing those tag team championships that C4 feel like in many ways they never really lost.
A lot of people feel like that.
Chun has a big day ahead of him tomorrow. Here is a woman who has yet to pick up a victory in prestige wrestling, but has looked oh so impressive in her time. You and I were on the call, both at hybrid moments when she took Masha Slamovich to her limit, and back at Roseland 5 when she more than proved herself, more than proved that she belonged in a triple threat against Trish Adora and Miyu Yamashita. Tonight, will third time be the charm, Cody Von Whistler?
I've said it once and I'll say it again, it is easier said than done because her opponent has the advantage. She has been doing this for a long time. We were talking about her earlier. We both agree that she is the reason that the women's revolution, one of the many reasons that the women's revolution has happened in professional wrestling.
Making her prestige debut, a pioneer and a trailblazer in every sense of the word. TBS Championship against Jade Cargill on AEW television. It's far from her first tournament. Have you seen her compete in WWE's Mae Young Classic? But tonight, Nicole Matthews representing the Cascadia region, specifically British Columbia, in a very, very big way. She's been everywhere and anywhere there is to be, and you know that means prestige wrestling, Cody.
That's right. Matthews now gets taken down, drop toe hold by Liza Hall, who quickly transitions into a front face lock, but Matthews quickly back up to her feet, using the strength advantage to get back in control with the arm here. Nicole Matthews, one of the head trainers at Lionsgate Dojo up in BC, and Liza Hall moving just as quick, if not quicker, than Matthews in the opening moments here.
Liza Hall, no stranger to the Lionsgate Dojo herself. In fact, Cody, talking Nicole Matthews a little bit earlier on tonight, this is the 7th time in 2023 alone. Oh, cover here early on. So just in the past 6 months, give or take, that Nicole Matthews and Liza Hall have wrestled one another. Intimately familiar with each other, are Hall and Matthews.
One might say they are destined to do this forever. Liza Hall, Nicole Matthews now looking for a little traditional test of strength here, potentially.
But I thought it was Randy Myers with the green hair and the clown makeup. You're getting me all confused here.
Whoops.
Test of strength in the early going. Nicole Matthews bridging Liza Hall down, but talk about form on behalf of the Rain City Stretcher. No slouch in her own right. Nearly a decade of, oh, shoulders down. Nearly a decade of experience under her own belt. Spent time in Japan, all across Canada. Liza Hall has seen and done it all, but what a notch on her belt it would be to become the inaugural champion, cover again, of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. And what does it say about Nicole Matthews going for so many quick covers here in the early going?
Trying to take Hall out
again.
But the bridge of Liza Hall coming into play and getting her back in control here.
Yeah, Matthews knows.
Straight jacket.
She knows that Liza Hall is not to be trifled with. She knows that the quicker she can get this one finished with, the better. Because the longer you give Liza Hall, the more opportunities you give the Rain City Stretcher
to do just that, stretch you out.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's Nicole Matthews now countering the straight jacket, but for how much longer?
Shoulders down. Only a 2.
Liza quick on the counter there. And this is just some of the awesomeness you're going to see against two combatants who know each other so well, who have battled, like you said, 20-plus times just this year.
And if you're Judas Icarus, no doubt watching this match from the monitor in the back, who would you rather face tomorrow? Liza Hall, Nicole Matthews, neither are a proverbial easy day at the office, but if you're Judas Icarus, who do you think the Born Sinner would rather face?
God, if Judas Icarus has his way, these two will beat the heck out of each other and go to a draw, and he'll buy his way to the semifinals. But no.
Head scissors.
I think Judas Icarus is between a rock and a hard place if he has to go up against either one of these combatants. Liza Hall trying to get that arm, but no, Nicole Matthews.
Yeah, not one to be outdone is Matthews. You don't spend 17 years in the game without picking up a few tricks.
Right.
Unmatched is the mat game of Nicole Matthews.
Mainstay at Shimmer, a locker room leader there, known as the Shimmer Taker.
You know, I've been very fortunate to call a great deal of wrestling with the legendary Dave Prazak over the last several years. And he's spoken very, very highly of Nicole Matthews, someone who really built that brand from the ground up. I talked about a standard bearer. Look at the dictionary definition of that term. You will find a picture of Nicole Matthews in relation to her time in Shimmer.
Right now, it's Liza Hall wrenching away with that headlock as Nicole Matthews is trying to do whatever she can to get out of here. Takes her opponent to the ropes.
Liza Hall, shoulder block, taking Matthews down. Intensity personified from the Rain City stretcher.
Oh.
Matthews looking for a hip toss. Nicole
through.
Oh, shoulders down.
Counters the counter. Oh.
Fast and furious are these covers as Liza Hall again, do-si-do. Nicole Matthews with a waist lock.
Now it's Hall with a waist lock of her own. Takes her opponent to the ropes. Oh, Connor.
Cover here. No, only a 2. Crucifix there.
Oh, almost too much momentum there. Matthews back up on her feet. Liza Hall looking to go for a leg. Matthews had it scouted. Uh-oh, we're thinking backslide.
Yes, we are. Could be it.
She ain't done. Cradle. Rolls her up.
1, 2. No.
That could have been it. Dodges the buzzsaw style kick.
Could have been, should have been, would have been, but it is not. Nicole Matthews almost looking impressed by just how close it was. But again, Cody, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenade.
It's true. Liza Hall, I got to give a big congratulations. Recently coming back from her honeymoon, but the honeymoon is over, and she is looking to do whatever she can to advance in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, and what an impressive way it would be if she was able to go through Nicole Matthews to do so.
She's well on her way here. Cinches in. Oh, man.
Liza Hall, always innovative, always looking for a new way to stretch her opponents out.
Well, you mentioned that honeymoon. What an exciting way to cap off such an exciting chapter, a new beginning in the life of Liza Hall, and to walk away as the Cascadia Wrestling Cup winner.
The fans here trying to get behind
but Nicole Matthews gets that foot on the bottom rope. Wow.
For a second there, Liza, I thought she was just going to give it a clean break, but she did for a moment, stomping the face of Nicole Matthews while she was up against the rope. And
yeah, you know, respect can be personified in a lot of different ways. We saw it in our last matchup where C4, Guillermo Rosas, Cody Chun, a little hesitant to really lay those shots into one another. I think we're seeing the exact opposite side of things here. Nicole Matthews and Liza Hall, no doubt a healthy dose of respect, but that's coming out with them being willing to hit that much harder. They're saying, I know you can take it. I'm not afraid to really lay it in, especially with so much on the line.
Boy, going for another one.
Oh, man.
Matthews, shortstop neckbreaker. Short lariat.
Wow. But Nicole Matthews so worn down, she's unable to capitalize immediately here, Cody. Unable to go for that cover.
I think she wants to do more damage before she goes for her cover.
And maybe teach Liza Hall a lesson, perhaps.
Matthews looks a little bit frustrated as she's got the cravat.
But would you not be frustrated after all the offense that Liza Hall has administered?
Cravat and knees to the face.
Maybe thinking suplex here.
Well, half and half potentially, but Liza, look at the placement of the leg there. Wrapping it around Matthews, unable to take her for the ride.
Hold on.
To change the plans. Matthews now.
Repeated elbows directly to Liza Hall here.
Kicking her way out of it.
The Rain City stretcher not going quietly into the night, Cody. Hold on. Nicole Matthews catches that leg. Transitions into an ankle. No, I thought she was going for an ankle lock, but not to be.
Matthews has something else in mind.
I think we might be going, surfing, Cody Von Whistler.
I didn't know there was surfing in Canada. Here we go.
Romero special cinched in here.
Uh-oh.
And twisting Liza Hall like a proverbial pretzel. She'll be lucky if her head doesn't get torn off by Nicole Matthews.
No doctor, but I'm pretty sure spines aren't supposed to bend that way. Either are arms. What a way to counter that maneuver. Liza Hall.
I think both of these athletes might need a visit to the doctor after this. And remember, whoever's victorious, be it Matthews, be it Hall, nice senton there from the ladder. They have to head into tomorrow. They have to face Judas Icarus. Potentially, they have to face Cody Chun or Daniel Okabe.
Death Valley driver by Liza Hall.
Cover here, will it be enough? No. Whoa!
Continues to hold the leg, and maybe she's thinking of Texas Cloverleaf. Liza Hall.
Cloverleaf from the Canadian. Oh no!
Ooh.
Digging the knee in here. Is Liza Hall.
I think Matthews is not allowing Liza Hall to get that full submission locked in as she's now kicking away and slapping away.
And talk about desperation. Nicole Matthews was very, very technical early on, rolling her up, trying to steal it. And that has all gone out the window at this juncture. Anything goes, any means necessary within the technical confines of the rules.
Jordan.
Clubbing here.
She's got the legs tangled up. She's trying to go for the arms as well, but Nicole Matthews.
Neither one of these women giving an inch here, Cody.
Ooh, Matthews still fighting.
Tooth and nail.
So is Liza.
Forearms back and forth, tit for tat, Cody. Honestly, out of all the matches we've seen thus far, this is number 7, still one to go. This might be the most evenly matched. Looking to steal it here. I'm not even sure whose shoulders were pinned to the mat there, to be honest.
That was Liza attempting to get the leg up around the neck of Nicole Matthews to fully cinch in that submission hold, but Matthews rolling her up in the process as Liza Hall and Nicole Matthews are both on the knees on the mat, just punching the hell out of each other, slapping the hell out of each other.
Well, Nicole Matthews, Cody, lest we forget, really hasn't been back in the United States for very long. Spent many years unable to compete in this country. What would it mean to come to Oregon and win a tournament like this? She may never find out as Liza Hall just deposits her in her head.
Buzzsaw attempt, huge rolling elbow. Nicole Matthews, wait a minute.
Swinging fisherman there.
Little credenza.
Uh-oh. Nicole Matthews, we've seen this before, maybe trying to finish her off with that cravata plata here. She's got it cinched in, and Liza Hall, no choice but to tap. A standing ovation from the Prestige faithful. And if there's a match more deserving, I have yet to see it. What a clinic between these women.
There was a lot of points in that matchup where we both thought it was anyone's game. It was counter for counter. These two were bringing their A game, but at the end, it was Nicole Matthews with the submission advancing in this tournament.
There is no substitute for experience. This may have been her first match in Prestige, but it will not be her last. As on night 2 of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, Nicole Matthews moves on to singles action against Judas Icarus. What a match that'll be. And at this time, Cody, I do got to give a quick shout out to our great sponsors, without whom this 2-night extravaganza would not be possible. Thank you to Stiff Blade Apparel and the Rant and Rave Wrestling Podcast for making the Cascadia Wrestling Cup a possibility. We love you so very much.
I'm definitely picking up one of those exclusive Stiff Blade Apparel Cascadia Wrestling Cup t-shirts tonight.
And I'll definitely be tuning in to the Rant and Rave Wrestling Podcast. But before that, it is main event time. This match means so much, as every match on this card has, with Cascadia Wrestling Cup implications. But perhaps even bigger than that, even more important than that, it's the match that both men need to win, and neither man can afford to lose. It all comes down to this.
Backstage in Asbury Park, New Jersey, where Sonico laid out the challenge to Alan Angels. Angels not accepting that challenge, instead placing a bounty on the head of the Lucha Ghoul, Sonico. Sonico able to fight through that bounty, and tonight he finally gets his chance. He finally gets the chance to wring the neck of Alan Angels, to kick the head off of Alan Angels.
Yeah, this match coming about back at Black Sunshine, when after Alan Angels' match with Kid Bandit, he threatened to break Bandit's arm if William Quintana didn't put him in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Keep in mind, at that point, all 16 competitors in this tournament had been announced, and moreover, more importantly, Alan Angels is not a resident of Washington, Oregon, or British Columbia. He does not live in the Cascadia region. Nevertheless, Sonico making the save, Alan Angels getting some revenge later on that night, costing Sonico four-way lucha action. Both men demanding it. Prestige Wrestling making it so. This powder keg has been boiling for nearly a year, and finally they meet once again. Sonico, the man who broke Alan Angels, the man who caused him to snap, the man who started this transformation into this heinous, awful person that has terrorized Prestige Wrestling as we know it with his victory against the so-called new FNAs back at Savage Mode 2, finally gets his hands on the man who cost him the World Championship at Reality Unfolds. The man who has been a thorn in his side and all of Prestige Wrestling's side for nearly a year. It does not get much more personal than this, Cody Von Whistler.
Alan Angels is making his way over to the cup there. Oh, he's kissing the cup. Come on.
Give me a break.
Now it's ruined.
I didn't think it could get more disgusting when it came to smooching than earlier on with Randy Myers and Drexel, but I stand corrected.
I like that.
And you know, Cody, it is no secret that as a broadcaster, we are supposed to remain impartial. Let's say that I sometimes have a difficult time with that when it comes to Alan Angels because of what a repugnant, atrocious human being he is. But forget any of that. Forget trying to break Kid Bandit's arm. Forget ruining championship classics. Hell, forget siding with Pro Wrestling Revolver, our mortal enemy, Sami Callihan's promotion that is literally trying to destroy us from within. Forget all of that. Put all of that to the side. Alan Angels doesn't belong here. It is the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
He doesn't even go here.
He's not a member of the Cascadia region. He claims he owns, what is it this time? The number always changes. 182 acres of land? Is that what he said in the opening ceremony? Nevertheless, making it via technicality, making it by a political weaseling, Alan Angels is here and in the main event, no less. And the only thing that can justify this sacrilege, this ruining of the sanctity that is the inaugural Cascadia Wrestling Cup, could be Sonico finally gaining a measure of revenge. Not just for him, but for all of Prestige. Save us, Ace. Please, save us.
That didn't take long.
Didn't exactly endear himself during the opening ceremony.
Nope.
have to.
Cascadia's favorite wrestler.
Woof.
You know, Cody, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and all you need to do is look at the entrance attire of Sonico and Alan Angels. The Lucha Ghoul, he came out with a Prestige Wrestling Forever flag draped across his person. Alan Angels came out with a custom stiff-blade Cascadia Cup event shirt with his own name photoshopped in place of all the others. It tells you everything you need to know about what a disgusting excuse for a human being Alan Angels is.
Everything and then some as these two finally lock it up. Round and around they go.
This one has been building up for so many months. Championships cost.
Devin Campbell's definitely got his hands full with this one.
Talk about hands full. Alan Angel's got his hand full with
Sonico!
Face, but Sonico not going to take it lying down, just raining down the punches.
Let's go, the Lucha Ghoul.
Yeah, no Lucha acumen on display here. This is very much going to be a fight.
Okay, Sonico.
You thought we saw a scrapper with Ethan HD and Judas Icarus early on? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Big whip sends Alan Angels into the corner, but runs into his boot, does Sonico. And Angels now trying to rip the mask off.
Anyone who knows anything about Lucha tradition in professional wrestling knows that that is the highest sign of disrespect.
Sonico sweeping the leg.
Gonna steal it early.
Only a 1 count here in the opening moments.
This one fast and furious. Spin kick there from Sonico. Takes Angels down. Hooks the leg. I'm fascinated. Sonico going for so many covers in the early going, perhaps trying to embarrass Alan Angels by finishing him in under a minute.
These two have both cost each other so much throughout this triumphant war they've been going through. Oh, wait a minute. Sonico, okay.
He's got to be careful he doesn't get himself disqualified. This one is so personal to Sonico, but he has to realize that it's about so much more than just his personal score with Alan Angels. That if he can get past the so-called self-proclaimed new effing ace, that he can win the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, that the ace cannot just become a nickname, but a true fact.
If only Alan Angels had a spine, that might have hurt a little more. Sonico with a big punch-style kick to the back of Angels, now stalking his prey.
Yeah, I mean, Sonico's having fun right now, man. He's thought about and marinated on what this moment would be like for so very long. Lateral press. And his dreams are coming through here, Cody. As I was saying, championships.
Oh,
come on! A rake across the eye, maybe again trying to grab at and rip at that mask.
Exactly what he was doing. He knows what he's doing.
No respect from Alan Angels.
So does Sonico, who just connects with a kick to the side of the head. Lucha Ghoul hitting the ropes. Angels had it scouted.
Oh my God.
Sonico just went face down to the floor.
Someone's gonna check it in here. Cody, this does not look good. Sonico spilling to the outside here.
Once again, I can't stress enough these high-risk maneuvers. This is the other side of it that you gotta watch out for. Sonico is thinking a springboard off that middle rope.
I mean, no, this is our main event. This is such a personal issue. No one wants to see this match end this way. Least of all, a victory for Alan Angels. Come on! Guy might be seriously injured, and Alan Angels ripping at the mask, tearing at the mask of Sonico. Referee Devin Campbell has to restore some order here.
He didn't rip it off, but I think he may have ripped the mask in that there. He's definitely got the eye socket of the mask ripped there. Now Alan Angels just telling the fans to get out of the way. Oh no!
Come on!
Sonico just getting tossed into the second row.
Sonico's not good right now, Cody. This is not good.
Oh, Sonico has gotten his footing back since getting dumped onto the floor. This is, oh, come on.
Alan, no. A steel chair in the hands of Alan Angels, as if he hasn't caused enough damage already. He's not even hitting Sonico with it. He's sitting in the chair. He's relishing in his work.
He's taking a breather, admiring everything he's done. Oh my. I mean, he technically didn't hit him with the chair. He just kicked it into him. And Alan Angels again setting up another chair. Again.
Unrelenting punishment here from Alan Angels.
Come on. I know the referee's being a little bit lenient here. We want to see the end of this war between Sonico and Alan Angels, but right now
He's
Angels
stacking him with chairs. He's pig piling him on him here.
This is not how anyone wanted to see this go.
Least of all, Sonico. I mean, this is it's ugly, Cody. It's hard to watch. It really is. And Alan Angels yelling at Prestige Management, jaw-jacking off to William Quintana here at the timekeeper's table. Wasting precious seconds. You have Sonico down. You have the ace down. Classic Alan Angels. Alan Angels telling me to let them know that he is taking Cascadia. It's a bad word that I will not repeat because he does not deserve respect for a verbatim quote.
Alan Angels potentially could have won this one via countout, but instead looking to continue the assault onto the Sonico.
Face first on the ring post here.
Dude, this is not looking. Jordan, I get paid to talk for a living, and I'm speechless.
Yeah. Seemingly, Alan Angels, the only man with the capability to speak here. No shortage of words, as is typical of the new F&Ace. We all want to see Sonico get a measure of revenge. We all wanted to see Sonico teach Alan Angels a lesson. We all wanted to see a decisive victor in our main event here at the Cascadia Wrestling Cup Night 1, but again, Devin Campbell may have to intervene. He may have no choice.
Sonico's mask has been ripped. He's been buried in chairs. He's been shoved into the ring post.
We're barely 5 minutes into this thing. It's barely started. And Alan Angels, I thought, had finished the punishment, but now, back outside the ring, his evil knows no bounds.
Angels.
Oh, man, so Sonico's cut up something nasty, Cody. He's leaking here.
Alan Angels knows it. Tastes the blood in the water.
I always thought he was more of a snake than a shark, but nevertheless, Sonico looking absolutely worse for the wear here. And how appropriate that he's administering this violent punishment in front of the Prestige faithful, inches away from the face of the men and women, non-binary folk who he has tortured for the better part of a year with his repugnant attitude. He's crumpling here now.
I think Devin Campbell, the referee, has got to check on Sonico here. I don't even know if he can continue. But Alan Angel's not giving the referee much time to do so, as he's now continuing the assault, this brutal assault.
Sonico against the ropes, levels him nearly across the throat, it seemed, with that elbow. And, I mean, Alan Angels might have to end this thing, Mercer. No, he's not even going for recovery. He's continuing to rain the shots in, much the same way that Sonico wants to teach him a lesson. Alan Angels, he seems to want to do the same to Sonico. Let it be remembered, Cody, the only blemish on Alan Angel's record since Savage Mode 2, since turning his back on the Prestige faithful, it was at Hybrid Moments. It was in his Prestige Wrestling World Championship match against Alex Shelley. Who cost him that match? Who even the score? None other than Sonico. It's going to play a big part of this.
He's definitely looking for a little bit. Who am I kidding? He's looking for a lot of bit of revenge.
Oh, man. Sonico's neck is taking so much, and it takes a little bit more with that DDT. Angel's looking to end this one mercifully, but Sonico manages to survive.
A little bit of not the best pinfall attempt there, but I don't think Alan Angels is looking to end it. I think he's just now looking to embarrass Sonico.
And I think it's worth pointing out, Alan Angels ripping at the mask, desecrating the mask of Sonico. It was after Savage Mode 2, when Sonico defeated Angels nearly a year ago, that Angels ripped off his own Dark Order mask. stomped on it, signifying the beginning of that disrespect. It has to be symbolic in the mind of Angels. Angels pushing Sonico, step up Enziguri, sends Sonico into the corner here.
Come on, Sonico, you're still in this one. That's right.
Boot takes him down, if only for the moment.
There we go, Lucha Ghoul.
Keeps the job going.
Kicks right to the face. Alan Angels is feeling that one, and Sonico.
Springboard action from the Lucha Ghoul, and somehow, someway, I think Sonico may have found his way back into this thing.
Wait a minute!
Torpedo Tope Suicida! Sonico, like a bullet through the air, catches Alan Angels flush.
Like a Lucha Ghoul out of hell, Sonico flying through those ropes. This action is now pouring across through the crowd, going to the back of the room here.
Yeah, it's almost out of our vantage point, fans. We apologize. We can hear it from the other side of the armory here.
It looks like they're brawling towards the basketball hoop there.
Oh, they're coming. No!
Sonico returning the favor, tossing Alan Angels into the chairs.
It's gotta feel good, giving Alan Angels a little taste of his own medicine here.
And my oh my, how the chairs have turned.
Alan Angels looking for any reprieve, crawling, it seems, perhaps outside of the armory, but Sonico in hot pursuit.
I think Alan Angels is trying to leave.
Yeah, I don't think Sonico's gonna give him the luxury.
Sonico had a chair in his hand, but changed his mind.
I don't think he's done with that chair, Cody.
Devin Campbell, you can hear the referee yelling at these combatants, trying to get them back into the ring.
Face full of steel door for Alan Angels.
What's gonna happen here? Catapults him. Alan Angels might want to put the mask back on after that one.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that he's not leaking the way Sonico is right about now. And the chants from the Prestige faithful, they say it better than I ever could. And this has got to be so cathartic for Sonico after months and months of disrespect to finally get his hands on Alan Angels, to finally make him feel a measure of the pain and the disrespect that he's put us all through for a year.
Sonico now sending Alan Angels into that ring post. A little taste of his own medicine. And the Lucha Ghoul looking to get a little high here at the Cascadia Wrestling Cup.
We've seen him live up to the latter part of that nickname. Now we're seeing him live up to the former. Big splash, leg hooked. Only a 2.
Ooh, so close, but not enough to advance him in this tournament.
And I've said it a couple times tonight, this one's so brutal because it is so personal. But lest we forget, Sonico or Angels, they still have to move on to tomorrow. They still have to face Randy Myers, potentially Jaden or Travis Williams. Less than 24 hours from now. They cannot afford to expend all their energy in this grudge match.
Counters that little half and half, connects, but Sonico back to his feet.
Oh my God!
Enter the Dragon Suplex.
Neither one of these men going quietly into the night. Neither one of these men giving an inch.
Angel saw that one coming.
Oh, but so did Sonico.
That's right, baby. The Lucha Ghoul has Alan Angels right where he wants him.
Dragon
Screw you is what he says.
High knee there from Sonico. Finally a half and half lands. Deep cover, but perhaps a little too deep as Alan Angels manages to kick out.
Sonico was a hair away of advancing in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, but that's not enough. That Dragon Suplex, he held on to it. I don't know how Alan Angels kicked out, but unfortunately this matchup continues.
You got to think Sonico looking for that AMF as quickly as possible. No one has ever kicked out of it. Sonico's entire run here in Prestige Wrestling. I can't be too far away from the horizon if you're Sonico.
Alan Angels hits the floor.
Hold on, Sonico removing the wrist tape. I think the Lucha Ghoul is looking to fly, but gets caught up by Alan Angels.
That flight has been cut short. Sonico just went head first into the mat there. The back of his head almost just slamming against it with a sickening thud. And what does Alan Angels have in mind?
Hey, Alan, no, come on. Alan, no. Oh my God! Alan Angels spiking Sonico neck first on the concrete floor.
And you can hear the fans not wanting to chant for Alan Angels. That the life has just been sucked out of the room.
No remorse. Not a single shred of humanity from Alan Angels. Could have broken a man's neck. And all he cares about is getting a cheap, soulless count-out victory. I mean, this has got to be it, Cody. I don't see a world.
I live to fight another day is what they say, and I think that might be the best bet here for the Lucha Ghoul as Sonico is down on the floor. Referee Devin Campbell up to a 6 count.
Both of these men going to be a shadow of their usual selves heading into war against Randy Myers tomorrow. Sonico is trying to make it up. He just can't. He just cannot.
Sonico back in at the count of 9, and you can see the frustration on the face of Alan Angels.
Somehow, some way, he does. I'm not sure which recesses deep within his soul he found it, but Sonico makes his way back, only to be leveled with a flurry of fists from Alan Angels.
The self-proclaimed new effing ace.
Listen, I don't like to even say this. It makes me sick, even thinking this. But if Alan Angels is able to beat Sonico tonight,
don't say it.
He might be closer to being able to claim that.
Sonico!
Frog splash, but Sonico cuts him off with the enziguri.
Don't you put that evil on us, Jordan.
I think Sonico knows it as well as I do, and he's not going to give Angels the satisfaction. No, maybe thinking from the top. Superplex!
Okay, the Lucha Ghoul digging down deep, pulling out a big superplex.
But Alan Angels, down though he may be, Sonico is unable to capitalize. Sonico, right, I think, took as much out of himself as he did Alan Angels, unable to crawl over, drape that arm, and make the cover.
Neither one of these combatants are moving right now.
We said it a few times tonight, but Randy Myers may very well have a bye into the semi. These guys barely moving here.
Oh, wait, they've made contact. They broke the count.
They're almost using each other for leverage here.
Oh! Sonico with a headbutt. Alan Angels fires back.
This is not dislike. This is not dismay. This is pure and unadulterated hatred personified here in a prestige wrestling ring. These men hate each other, Cody Von Whistler.
They just punched each other back to their feet.
Spin kick there to the gut from Alan Angels.
Mixing it up there. Sonico was probably expecting another hit to the face. Instead, took one to the gut, possibly winding the Lucha Ghoul as Alan Angels goes for a big spinning kick.
He went for that halo strike, that game-ending shot, but Sonico had it scouted. High knee staggers Alan Angels.
Wait a minute.
Thinking AMF!
Jordan, nobody's ever kicked out of the AMF. And Sonico may have just cemented his way to victory, nails the AMF.
Adios, mother, no! Alan Angels, did he get his foot on the bottom rope?
I wouldn't say he got his foot on the bottom rope per se, as Sonico was a little over-eager with that pinfall attempt. A little is putting it lightly. Sonico pulled too hard on the pinfall attempt. They're pulling Alan Angels into the bottom rope, inadvertently breaking his own pinfall attempt.
It was too deep a cover, and Sonico paid for it. Still, no one has ever kicked out of the AMF. But if only for the moment, Alan Angels has survived the AMF.
Sonico cannot let this get him down. He's got to continue this. He's got to stay on Alan Angels.
Yeah, but Cody, if you're Sonico, you've never been here before. This is uncharted territory for the Lucha Ghoul. Sonico has never hit the AMF. and had to continue to wrestle a match afterwards. And it seems as if he's brought a couple of steel chairs into the ring. Kliever Armory, no stranger to steel chairs when it comes to prestige wrestling. That war with Athena and Taya Valkyrie, the stuff of legend. Sonico pushing referee Devin Campbell here. As if
that's new.
The steel chairs themselves weren't painful enough. Sonico flipping him out on the edge.
And the Lucha Ghoul is looking to take things home. Alan Angels.
No! He sent Sonico into referee Devin Campbell, and a kick to the gonads. No!
God damn it, Devin! No.
Death Valley driver onto the lips of the chairs. And Sonico writhing around in pain, back up to his feet. Halo strike takes him down. Come on, Sonico, no! Oh my God, yes! Sonico kicks out of the Halo strike.
I was holding my breath. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. I swore that was it.
I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe any of my sixth sense for that matter, but Sonico survives.
You better believe it, brother. The Lucha Ghoul is still in this one.
Oh, but Alan Angels wants to make sure that is not the case for very long. Thinking Halo strike once again. Sonico just crumples. Damn it. Sonico able to kick out, but that might have been his last reserve of energy. And what is this?
No, Jordan, no.
AMF. Come on, Sonico. Come on, please. Please.
Come on.
God damn it. That son of a bitch, Alan Angels.
Nobody kicks out of the AMF. Not even the Lucha Ghoul himself.
God damn you to hell, Alan Angels. God damn your soul to hell, you sick son of a bitch.
Whoa. My co-host
I don't have the words, Cody. I'm sorry. I don't.
Alan Angels taking advantage of the moment. And whether you like it or not, probably not, the self-proclaimed new effing ace of prestige wrestling is advancing in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. God,
he's done it. He's done what he promised he would do for nearly 365 days. He's beaten the ace. You know, they say to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Tonight, Alan Angels beat the man. I mean, I'm saying.
Oh, come on.
You've done what you set out to do. Come on. He's removing the mask. As if you haven't spit on and pissed on everything that this company represents. Adding a little more salt to the wound. You've done what you set out to do. You've beaten Sonico. You've advanced in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, a tournament you don't even belong in.
This is despicable.
This is sick, is what it is, Cody. It's sick.
Referee Devin Campbell trying to get that flag in there to cover up the face of Sonico. How poetic is this? The Lucha Ghoul lying in defeat with his face being covered by the Prestige Wrestling flag as Alan Angels standing tall with the mask of the Lucha Ghoul.
You know, we got something special here at Prestige Wrestling. Prestige Wrestling is set out to make history here tonight in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. And Alan Angels has done everything in his power to sully it. Absolutely sick. Wearing it like a trophy. Unbelievable. I mean, Cody, we still have another incredible night of action on tap. Randy Myers, Jaden the Unbelievable, Travis Williams, Daniel Makabe, Cody Chun, Judas Icarus, Nicole Matthews, and yes, Alan Angels.
Woof.
All advancing to the quarterfinals of Prestige Wrestling's inaugural Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Tune in for night 2. We will crown the inaugural champion. My God, I hope it's anyone but Alan Angels.
Oh, shit. Taking another victory lap.
Get him out of here!
For his own safety, they better get him out of here. His fans want to tear his head off.
For Cody Von Whistler, I've been Jordan Castle. This has been night 1 of the Prestige Wrestling Cascadia Wrestling Cup. We'll see you tomorrow.